I'll go all the way down to where you live. It'll take me about 2 days.
We know this because we do logistics. We know drive times. All right, so we are live and recording. So hey everyone, welcome back to the next episode of The Great Poison.
Did I click on the wrong character
But
sheet?
Dungeons and Dragons!
No, this is correct. I haven't seen Zach's character sheet in a while, and I thought it was the wrong one, and I was like, "This my man?
Which of my red-headed disaster children is this?
Which one of my disaster children?"
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Stop.
Analon, why are you rolling?
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Just a roll.
I'm
You know,
scared.
I'm super happy. I'm super excited to end this arc and then get to arc 2 because the intro music to that doesn't have balloons.
Squeaks.
No, don't take away our balloons. It's the one thing we love.
You don't love me?
I
mean,
love you.
I love you in the
Who?
most.
Hey!
I love you in the most heterosexual way.
I can hear you, Liam.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Yeah, we,
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I couldn't see the green line, so I was confused.
we
So
can
I was
we
like,
can actually hear you perfectly.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Yeah.
Liam. you sound
Hello!
amazing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Oh my
Hope you
god,
got your
I have
popcorn.
a voice!
Hello,
Wait,
everybody.
can we hear Evan?
Yeah.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Yeah, can
Hold on.
people hear me? According
I can.
according to the stream software, people should be able to hear me.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay
we
then.
Can, Ooh. We can hear
Do be dead. Do.
I just had a stroke. I'm that tired.
All right, so unfortunately, we don't have any word yet on if Steven is going to show up, but we do have confirmation that unfortunately Sabrina, who plays Bite, our Tabaxi, is not going to be able to make it. She's currently getting some medical work done, so unfortunately, she is not going to be able to make it this session. Which is not a problem because I already I've already thought of a way to work that in. But yes, this is our 9th episode of The Great Poison. This is going to be a bit of a shocker to you all, but with the rate that everyone has been so far blowing through this story, you guys are basically reaching now the halfway point of this arc.
Wow.
Oh,
Am I muted still?
No, we hear you.
Oh, god damn it.
The way the Great Poison is set up is that yes, each individual arc is going to be very short in a way, but there are still going to be a total of 3 arcs for this overall campaign. So even once we end this arc, all your items will carry over, all your levels will carry over. It's why you guys have been leveling up so slowly, because I'm leveling you up throughout the entire story, not just this one arc. And then I'm not going to be a dick and force you to reset your levels once we start the new arc. That's not going to make sense, like, lore-wise.
I just yelled at Steven in the DMs to ask if he was coming.
Okay, thank you.
Assassin's Creed game, honestly.
Steven.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a hot warrior Viking woman?
I am one.
I technically am one in Kasten's campaign that happens next week. Don't know times yet. But I am a hot Viking woman
I
in
still
there.
want to be my penguin, but I know Josh won't like.
I need to find a campaign where I can do my shy boy half-orc bard.
You still gotta get me his, like, adjusted backstory for Archivist.
Right. Yeah, I still need to do that.
You still got time.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Yeah,
mamas,
we have hot Viking warrior woman, we have hot blonde psychic woman,
come here,
and then
Buggy.
we have my guy who's basically I think his name is Claude from Three Houses.
You just made the ultimate main character basically for your guy.
I'm not a psychic. I am.
I'm not gonna play favorites, but when you gave me Dastin, I was like, this guy is just like main character energy through and through.
Well, he is a main character.
He is.
Well, he is a main character in my book, yes, but honestly, when I wanted to make him as a D&D character, I wanted to make him as much of just a D&D character as possible.
Right.
I have a friend.
Show us the friend.
She's playing with my feet.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Pixar didn't happen, Carly. Oh, wait.
11. No.
Oh,
I'm trying to
hello!
share. Well,
Hey, hi,
hello.
everybody.
I need to share the stream.
Arr.
Oh, so fierce. Oh, that is adorable. Carly, any DM word from Steven yet?
Nope.
Okay then. Well, the show must go on. So, with that being said, are there any announcements that people would like to give before we get started?
Me.
You always have one, Carly. Go ahead.
I got my first customer at work the other day.
What have you been doing?
I work in.
What are you
That's
doing?
a great question.
You will have to explain why this actually
Yeah.
is significant.
I work as a what's called an LAET with Total Quality Logistics. Basically, what I do is I'm the middleman.
Okay.
And then make sure that products get from point A to point B in like semis, flatbeds, all kinds of things. And my stepdad.
Holy crap,
Ooh.
Lack the Watcher subscribed.
Oh, well, yeah, it's
Oh.
my 16th anniversary, my 16-month.
Oh.
Cool. Whatever. Sorry, Carly. Keep going.
And my stepdad gave me what's called a customer pickup. Because he works with General Mills, which is super duper cool. And the fact that this is so big is because I'm only week 12 and people normally are like week 20 or something by the time that they get their first customer.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Carly's been kicking absolute ass at
Oh, yeah.
work. And technically, she's not supposed to have customers this early. You're supposed to get out of training, which is 26 weeks long, and then you're allowed to have customers. But apparently she's been kicking so much ass that everything is just getting jump-started for her.
Well, the funny thing is that when I originally started pursuing these people, my mentor actually had to put them as his customer until I became week 12, because then I can start getting them, but it's extremely rare.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's extremely rare.
Oh.
Oh, I just heard like a.
Oh, that was me. Apparently, I still
Oh.
I had an internet tab that has Twitch open, and I thought I was muting it when I was actually
It's like, why
unmuting
did I
it.
hear
So
an echo?
yeah, that was my fault. So yes, congratulations, Carly, for landing basically General Mills itself as a customer.
Nice.
Not yet. Slowly but surely, I will build my army.
She's got a line of it.
All right, are there any other little announcements?
I got my campaign starting next week, so
I'm so excited.
So am I.
I got a lot of shit to get ready for, but it's gonna be session 0, so it's mostly gonna be what Leah did with you guys last night, but it's probably gonna be a little more plot centric.
That's fine.
Hopefully, Evan won't kill me this time.
Yeah.
I will not
Meme.
kill you. Oh, right.
I think Josh's character is gonna kill him if he kills you, right? So
His character can certainly try.
he can certainly try. I've been like going through Google Drive a document, just writing down notes of things that I want to do for the campaign, essentially.
I'm so excited.
Like even how I want to say things, I've written down that just to give my campaign a little more flair and personality.
Dude, I will tell you this, you have already done more prep than me. I you know what? I think I can reveal this now with confidence because, this is a bittersweet thing. It's not bittersweet, it's straight up sad. But I can now say this because Song of the Wilds is discontinued. I've been improvising the majority of that campaign. Very little of it was actually planned. I had a concept,
right,
and then you guys have been doing it, and I've been the one playing catch up.
Right. There's an element of that where everybody had backstories, so you kind of were able to play on that.
What was that?
I apologize. I did not know my sound was on. Please continue.
I apologize for the
No, they've both
inconvenience.
done it.
Oh my god, I'm still freaking. Hold on, I was supposed to be muted.
Like I spent like early last month like watching Matt Mercer's like DM tips videos, and then I just started like making notes in a Google Doc, and that's basically what I've been doing. I haven't been doing it as much as I did before, but you know. Anyway, it should be next week, and it's looking like Saturday, but we'll see. So
I'm excited.
yep.
I just have to say about that is that me and Lee are extremely upset that we never got our wedding.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
wanted a chaotic mess of a wedding. That's what we
I mean,
wanted.
we could maybe do a one shot one time or something, right? Or I don't know.
I'm fine with letting it go, but I
Okay.
appreciate.
If I'm ever gonna do anything involving Song of the Wilds, I'm either gonna do like a continuation of that story that takes place so far in the future that all your original characters have long since
Been
died,
dead.
or
like do like a Song of the Wilds next generation. That'd be
no,
kinda
no,
cool.
it's gonna be so far in the future. It's gonna be like next
Oh.
generation. It's either gonna be that, or I'm gonna redo the entire campaign, but it's gonna become a lot more streamlined and planned out.
Mm.
But yeah, if I ever do it again, it's not gonna be the same Song of the Wilds.
Fair enough.
That being said, though, any other little announcements before we get started?
Evan and I ordered the invitations for the wedding.
Nice.
Just the invitations right now, none of the other little flair that goes with them.
Well, we're gonna buy them like in separate chunks because they're very expensive for
Yeah.
pieces of fucking paper.
We're not paying for the paper, we're paying for the art to get them made.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Dinah, what are you doing? Oh my god!
Wait, what? What did she do?
She just did like a whole lap around the living room, just jumped for no reason, not over anything, not on top of anything. She just jumps, and then she just runs back to your wine shelf.
That's amazing.
What the heck? Okay, I guess I have an announcement. Dinah's on cocaine, right? Oh, there she goes again. Oh, no, she stopped. Wait, oh, one of her toys is under the dining room table.
Oh.
And now she's trotting over to me with it in her mouth. Anywho, okay, so yeah.
Show a picture.
There she is.
Oh, the bean.
Okay. So I guess that's my announcement. Dinah's on cocaine. Any other little announcements before we get started?
No.
Brittany,
Next
Ty.
week I won't have an announcement.
I don't
because
have any
Evan
announcements.
Gave me shit for having one.
Not that I know of.
All right. Well, once again, we do apologize that Steven and Sabrina are... Sabrina, for a fact, is not going to be in today. Steven, we're still trying to get a word from, but we're not getting anything from him right now, which is...
He lives on the other side of the planet. He's
Yeah.
probably sleeping.
Which is unfortunate. But anywho, and like I said before, we're basically now reaching the halfway point of the Great Poison arc of this homebrew, this Metroid homebrew. So, with that being said, let us continue with The Great Poison, Episode 9, Not of This World. And I swear to God, Carly, if you do any more balloons while I'm playing this music, I will give you disadvantage on your first 3 rolls.
Dang.
He has no patience with me tonight.
You see, this is not loving fiance Evan right now. This is DM Evan. I have no patience for anyone. I see your hands, Carly.
Tell me it's not what it sounds like.
All right. the void of space can be very treacherous. And it's something that the Black Star mercs have become very familiar with. Following the trail of one of the many beacons over the planet of Talon 4, they find themselves within the snowy mountainous region of the Fendrana Drifts. It is by exploring this snowy fields and hills that they are able to find what appears to be an observation outpost belonging to the Quasars, the space pirates that they have been adversaries with for quite a long time. Infiltrating the outpost, they discover that they seem to be doing experiments on something they've collected from the impact crater that lies beneath the floating sanctum that they've been putting their keys in all this time. After witnessing a science experiment demonstration by a Warforged scientist who may or may not be a Nazi,
That got so
Not
dark
in the
so
literal
quick
sense.
last time.
not in a literal sense, but after Liam made that one voice joke, I can't let it go now. I just slipped into a German accent, and he was like, "The Führer would be most pleased."
You and accents, buddy.
So bad.
But it
Went
was
from
just...
British to Australian last night. You know.
I know I did. That's another story.
Yeah.
They've learned through this demonstration that the asteroid actually seemed to carry with it very strange life forms that seem to have the power to literally leech the life energy out of their targets.
Kind
it
of
was-
terrifying.
And it was during this demonstration that was being shown to a hologram of the supreme leader of the Quasars, Dyrax, the Dragonborn. It was then discovered that Dyrax looked right at the Black Star mercs, knowing that they were there the entire time. Basically saying that all of these scientific advancements were quite amazing. Wouldn't you say, Bite? And that is where we currently leave off.
It's time to duel.
It's time to do.
Thank you, Carly, for getting my Yu-Gi-Oh joke.
May I attempt to play dumb in this situation, Mr. DM?
In just a moment,
Okay.
as Dyrax brings all of the attention upon your team, literally every Quasar pirate that is in that observation hallway with you all turns their attention right at you, and they all just start pulling out like their swords, their rifles, basically all manner of weaponry that they have. At that moment, two things happen. The first one, Bite, out of sheer panic, quickly ducks down and dives through the nearest vent on the floor, away, basically breaking herself from the party. And at
Now
that,
Kasten is even more pissed.
I'm not done yet. I'm
Wait,
not
no,
done. I'm
okay.
not done yet. And also at that moment, Daddy is like, very well, everyone, prepare to escape, and we.
Well,
I
crap.
actually had a question.
Yes, now you can ask your question.
What is shit, why am I blanking on her name? The wolf that I'm currently hiding in. What is she doing?
Azrael's actually
Thank
staying
you.
there.
Got you. Okay. Cause I was about to say, do I gotta like abandon ship and like try to jump out of her? Okay.
No, Azrael is staying there. Azrael is actually looking very confused why Bite is running off right now at the side of Dyrax.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too, because Bite was the one who wanted to get into a fight. But
It's all for convenience because Sabrina's not here.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could still try to play dumb. I guess I could be like, after her.
Give me one moment.
God.
Give
Hold
me
on,
one.
I
No,
just
hold
got
on,
it.
hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Carly, I just need to do this one thing and then I will address you. So you just need to be patient for like 20 seconds.
She's straight up vibing over there.
typing.
I just felt it best to let Sabrina know what I just had Bite do.
Makes sense.
Just so that she's made aware. All right, I just had to quickly send that. Okay, Carly, what is your question?
I was gonna say you hear very, very, very soft laughter coming from Asriel's fur after Kasten said that.
Zach is literally looking at the whole team with pure disappointment. He is just like, I need to rethink my team.
Elon just has a grin on his mouth, looking around.
That being said, and I can't believe the situation has presented itself like this. Kasten, I need you to roll a deception check.
Oh God.
And because you're in disguise, roll with advantage.
Hey, nice. Okay. That is a 22
With advantage?
with advantage.
Solid.
Well, deception is one of my better ones. It's a +6 modifier.
Gotcha. Okay. First off, that's amazing. And secondly, with a 22, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally that entire group of space pirates in the room, they see no reason to distrust their fellow Quasar.
I am
So-
so mad.
So all of them are taking their weapons, and then they all turn away from you, and basically they're all trying to order themselves around, like, everyone, seal off all the vents. You there, go down that hall. Just try to stand guard at one of the other vent openings.
I'm gonna turn to Kasten, and I'm just gonna look at him. How did you... Why did it work?
In the ensuing chaos, can I activate Daddy's teleportation thing to the ship?
We will get to you in just a moment because Carly
Okay.
was actually raising her hand first,
Sorry.
and then I will get to you, Ty. I'm trying to get everyone, like, in order of when I see them. So, Carly, yes.
I'm gonna, from inside Asriel's fur, gonna say, psst, to Keeson. And I'm gonna just blow him a kiss, and now you have advantage. Or, I'm sorry, you have inspiration.
Oh.
Alright, cool. Alright.
So next, so if you want to do another bardic inspiration thing, there you go. Or I'm sorry, not bardic inspiration. Fuck. If you want to do another deception thing, there you go.
With
Well,
bardic
I've-
inspiration.
I've
Yes.
already convinced them anyway, right? So I don't think I'll need to
Benedict.
do another one, right?
If you need it,
Alright.
it
if I
is
need
there.
You know, the one thing we all keep forgetting as players is that you can choose when to use your inspiration. It's not just by
Mhm.
default your next roll. I gotta
Can I
remind
just-
myself
Up to a certain amount of time.
up to a certain
I
amount of time,
have-
yes.
I keep forgetting that I'm a level 3 bard, and I just don't use my inspiration at all.
Oh, I'm just trying to cover our asses because that was really good, and I want Liam to succeed again. So I'm like, if you need it, use it for a buff.
That being said, though, Ty, to answer your question, you sneakily try to reach over to activate the hidden teleporter device that's inside, like, Daddy's arm, and this is what happens. You just go click, 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 click. Nothing's happening.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Dyrex still there?
No, Dyrax's hologram, like, vanished by now in the ensuing...
So he didn't recognize us. That
Uh,
was the thing that I was worried about.
He seemed to recognize Bite in that
Okay.
in that group, but he didn't seem to really notice the rest of you because you were either in
Oh, okay.
disguise or, like, hidden in some way. Zachary, I think you're invisible. Oh no, wait, no, you're held,
I'm not.
you're
Zach,
held,
or Daddy was
I'm in
invisible.
ropes.
you're in
No,
ropes.
Zach is not invisible.
No,
Daddy's
Daddy
invisible.
was invisible, yeah.
Yeah, I transferred over my invisibility spell to Daddy, and
Okay.
Zach was in ropes.
Okay.
Which,
I realized Kason had a loop on the third moment. But
oh god.
Okay, so Kasten and Anilon are in disguise.
right.
Daddy is invisible. Not anymore now because he's not conscious to maintain the invisibility because he's been shut off.
Yep.
Zachary is bound, pretending to be a prisoner, and Reva is currently shrunken down, hiding in Azriel's fur.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Aren't we a motley pair?
By the way,
I'm pretty
Light
sure the
brand
person who
for some
cast
reason.
invisibility is the one who keeps concentration on it, don't they?
Yes. So as long as I'm concentrated on it, Daddy stays invisible. But I would assume that I lost concentration due to the fact that I freaking died with Kasten's act. So Daddy's just like plugged into like one of the computers right now.
no, Daddy's just standing there. There are no computers in this hallway. It is purely just a hallway where one entire side is just glass, so you can all
Okay.
be like spectators into that laboratory.
All right.
Okay, so can we possibly get Daddy out of here because he is shut down and Bite's gone?
You can certainly try. The question is, who's going to try and move Daddy?
Not me. I have a +1 to strength, y'all.
How strong is
Um,
Azrael?
Probably
How
stronger
strong
than
is it?
us.
Azriel is a... We're basically using the stats of just a standard dire wolf in D&D.
Sure.
So a dire
Well,
wolf...
stronger than me.
So a dire wolf has... Oh, geez. Dire wolves have a +3 to strength.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm
on
gonna...
fire tonight.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna have Azriel roll a strength check to see if she can basically carry the unconscious Warforged on her back.
Alright.
Reva, you might want to move.
What?
Okay, so the wolf rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Damn!
I mean, as long as I hold on, I think I should be okay.
Well, we're putting Daddy on the wolf.
Well, here's the thing, Reva, you
I
don't...
thought he was like dragging him away.
No. Well, I haven't explained what's happening yet.
Got you.
So basically, Reva, you actually don't have to worry because where you are currently located, you're on top of Azriel's head, like between the ears.
Yeah.
We're basically having a Ratatouille situation right there. However, Azriel basically just kind of nips at like a chest piece of Daddy to basically start tipping him over, and then she quickly like turns around so that he just falls on top of her back. And then he's just kind of like hanging limp right there.
Steven is on his way.
Steven is on his way. Okay.
Oh, good.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm sure Azriel's happy to hear that.
By this time, 3 things have become apparent. There are now way less Quasars in this hallway because now they're all scrambling to find the one intruder who was revealed to be diving into the vents thanks to our comrade here.
History will say that they were comrades.
Oh my.
It's more Russian than German, but you know.
Ooh, that's too
Oh my
topical right
God.
now.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
I'm sorry. I was going off of a meme I saw the other day, which was, it's called Comrades on the Beach, and you can totally tell they're gay, but it's like rule number 102 of old art: make them friends. Anyway.
Hey, Analon, just double checking. You're Rider Reaper in the server, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make that sure.
Okay, so there are now, so what used to be like a whole group of like 30 to 40 Quasars just in this hallway, now there's only like 3. And they're just kind of standing patrol at another vent in this same hallway. The hologram of Dyrax has vanished. In the ensuing chaos of all the Quasars scrambling around, none of you were able to notice that hologram shutting down.
Okay.
The third thing that you all see is that same scientist Warforged. He seems to be just a little twitchy right now, nervous now that there might be intruders in this place. So he's quickly, like, you see him, like, scramble over to a wall, and he throws, like, a giant switch. And then that giant capsule terrarium where that strange energy-sucking creature was, it gets, like, the windows get foggy, and then that capsule slowly gets, like, pulled into the wall into, like, another room somewhere in the complex. At that moment, when everything seems to calm down, you hear the humming of electricity start to come online, and then the body of Daddy is like... And then you hear the old, like, 90s Mac computer turn on sound.
Oh, that was Windows.
Daddy, you
Hi,
can
Daddy.
you can unmute yourself right now. There you go.
Ah, hello.
God, Daddy, why are you muted?
Why am I on top of
It's
Azrael?
starting.
Daddy, you awaken to basically find yourself shut down for just a brief moment, but you were able to quickly just reboot, and you found yourself on top of Azrael's back, who had taken it upon herself to carry you if you were going to continue to be shut down here. However, as you basically rebooted, you instantly detected something in, like, your Warforged cybernetic radar, or whatever it's called. Daddy, I would like...
Father, when am I
What
allowed
do
to
you
go out on
want
my
Daddy
own?
to do?
I would like Daddy to roll me an intelligence check. Come on, Daddy, show us your smarts.
You're all degenerates.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Horny jail. So, Daddy, please roll us intelligence. An intelligence check? What do you have?
1 second. I literally just loaded it up, so...
Is the scientist still here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And basically all he's doing right now is, now that the sample creatures have been, like, taken back mechanically to wherever they're being stored, now he's just doing, like, random stuff still in that lab. Okay, yes, Daddy. What, a 5?
5.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna chalk that up to you're still kind of waking up
Yeah.
all of your subroutines.
You haven't fully loaded yet.
With a higher score, I would say that what I'm about to say you would actually be able to discover the reason of, but with a 5, you'll still be able to detect this, but you don't detect why it's happening. You have lost your connection with the ship.
Oh. Okay. Well, can I go over to the scientist?
You can't, because there's a wall with a window between you two. You would have to find the actual door into that lab.
Can he hear me?
You can try knocking on the window.
Okay, I knock on the window.
Okay, roll me a performance check.
Okay. Not so good with the performance, but let's see. It's a 9.
Kasten, you standing there, you just kind of go like... at that moment, the scientist... Carly, we can't hear you. You're muted.
No, I'm not.
No, she's not.
Oh, now we can. Now we can. Wait, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to say, you have inspiration.
That's right. Fuck it. I don't need it. I'll use it later. It's fine.
No, it's okay. I'll actually say you don't need inspiration, because the scientist did hear you, and basically this is what he's doing. Like, he kind of like looks at you confused, walks over to the window, and he reaches over and he basically presses a loudspeaker button, and you just hear like a tiny speaker next to the window go like, "Yes, what is it, Trooper?"
Doctor, if we are to find that escaped prisoner, I don't know where the shuttle base is for our ships. We need to find the area for it so I can catch up with the prisoner.
Roll me a persuasion check. With it again, with advantage, because you're wearing the uniform.
Okay. You may regret letting me have that. Okay, well, I don't need to roll again because I got a nat 20, so that makes a 29.
Oh!
Boom!
What are your classes again?
I'm a rogue and a monk.
And you have your stats in charisma?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
I
Wow.
actually have a higher persuasion for this than I do my bard character that I just made.
Okay. Wow, I did not account for this actually for a moment. Okay. So the scientist looks at you, hearing the distress in your voice, and is completely buying it. And he just goes like, one moment. I will turn on a mapogram for you. And he
Mapogram?
a mapogram.
A mapogram.
Not a
Put on
mammogram.
a mammogram for you.
Here is your
A
mammogram.
mammogram. Sorry, I had to.
A future alternate timeline, you all decide to just knock out the scientist, and you do that by taking Reva and just taking her chest and just whacking the guy across the face.
Mein Gott, I feel a lump.
What knockers? Oh, thank you, doctor. I will give advantage to who knows what movie that's a reference to.
Young Frankenstein.
Yes. No, you don't need advantage.
Sorry.
now he's got advantage and inspiration.
It's like my favorite comedy of all time. How was I not gonna call it out?
This is also like Destiny is making up for all of the bad roles that Polo had back in Song of the Wilds.
Right?
It's
You know
all
what?
it's all being made up.
You know what? Because you're right. I don't need advantage. I am going to give my advantage to the captain because they.
You're gonna
probably
give it
did.
to me? Oh
Yeah.
god. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no.
Okay.
Here. Senpai?
Okay. So the doctor quickly like hobbles over to like another computer console, and he and he like types in some keys, and then the lights go dim for a moment, and a floating hologram of what you now see is the entire observation outpost appears before you.
Okay.
It is unfortunate though, because if Bite were still here, because she has the data tablet, she would be able to copy that information of the map, and you would be able to know where you are all at all times.
Can Daddy record what he sees?
Daddy, give me a wisdom check.
It's just Mr. 5 tonight.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I should have given you the advantage. I'm sorry, Dad.
Yes, Carly.
I'm gonna DM you super quick.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have a question.
It might seem strange.
I will answer that question while Carly is typing, so please ask away.
I have a feat called Magical Tinkering, and one of those things is I can create a static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. Maybe it's just text then. Is that just text?
No, this is like a 3-dimensional.
Well, I
like-
mean just that the magical tinkering part, because it says including up to 25 words of text.
This is apparently the type of sci-fi future where nobody has cell phones. I guess, you know.
Oh, that one. I found out how to put a push talk on.
Okay. Okay, so because Ty was asking his question first
Oh, it
while
can
Carly,
be a
you were
picture.
typing.
Sorry.
Oh, it can be a picture.
fine.
Yeah, so I can create it on an object. So can I do a static visual effect of that map on anything around? Armor, us, on Daddy, who knows?
All I could think of was on like Daddy's back or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you can if you want. I would. Does this feature require like rolling or a check or something, or does it just work?
I can do it up to 4 objects, so I can just use it.
There you go.
It doesn't say a check or anything.
What was
Okay.
Carlos
Just
thing?
do
Lasts
it.
indefinitely as an action. You can touch an object, and then the proper repeat early.
Okay. To Carly's idea that when she just DM'd me, I will allow this. However, you do need to. I need you to roll an Arcana check.
Well, I can use disguise person
Oh, yeah, that's true.
or disguise self.
Oh.
What are you planning?
Oh no, no, I can't.
Wait, why can't you?
I'm
What does
out
it say?
of spell. I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we never rested.
We gotta get back to the ship.
But since Evan, if you'll allow this, since of what we spoke about earlier, with her ability to change form,
Because she's basically a living nebula.
can I just roll an Arcana check?
Okay. Normally, unless you have spell slots, this is not going to work. However, because of your specific backstory, I will allow this. It is going to have to be an Arcana check. And because you're not just switching clothes, you're switching an entire body type, it is going to be kind of a high DC.
Yeah, I get that. That's fair.
All right.
Plus,
If
I
you-
want to see where it goes if I fail, because I just think it'll be funny.
Okay, well,
Tell us what it is. We
That's
can use
fair.
the disguise kit and help you out.
Nah, I want you guys to be surprised.
okay, Carly, roll me an Arcana check.
I got an 18.
Nice.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she
Mhm.
did. I see it. You know, as much as I love my blue and red dice, they really don't serve me as well as the ones here on D&D.
18 was the DC.
Ah!
That's
Okay.
what you get.
So the doctor, the scientist Warforged doesn't see this because he's just currently like his eyes are just down. And now I'm just now seeing the Twitch chat of just Josh DeHuman spamming, "Yes, Daddy, please, Daddy, get it together, Daddy."
Hey, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy.
Hi, puppy.
Hi, Poppy.
Hi, puppy.
Hi, Poppy.
All of this, the doctor doesn't see this because his eyes are just glued to his keyboard as he's typing.
I must
Every-
help this young, handsome member of the troop.
Oh God, wait, I need to know. I'm sorry, I'm pausing. I have to pause everything because I have to ask, Kasten. With the picture that you sent me when you first joined my campaign,
He's hot.
does Kasten have blonde hair and blue eyes?
Oh. Actually, did I give him blue? I think I gave him red eyes.
Oh,
actually.
thank God!
That he's not de master race.
That's so problematic.
Oh, and
It's
now
not problematic to be blonde and have blue eyes.
I wasn't
It
saying
is.
that. I was saying what implications Evan was getting
Oh,
to.
okay.
I will say this. This does remind me of the greatest line that ever came out of anything Dragon Ball related, and it was the Fusion Reborn movie where Trunks and Goten were fighting Hitler back from the dead.
Oh my God, no.
And they turn Super Saiyan, and then he just goes, "Blonde hair, blue eyes, super strength. I should be recruiting them."
Yeah. Oh no, his eyes are white actually. I get it.
Oh, but he still has like pupils.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
So, what color?
Okay,
White. Oh.
so white irises,
Bang.
but still black pupils.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
blind.
Okay, Reva, back to you. Sorry, we got distracted by by World War
By
II.
eugenics, yes.
By
Alright.
It's okay, I'll wait.
Reva, because you rolled an 18, you are somehow able to pull this off. Before everyone's very eyes, there is a poof of purple smoke,
Is this I Dream of Genie?
and
She's a genie in the bottle.
basically Reva's plan was to because she's basically genderless, because she's just a vague being made of space dust. You have turned from basically Anara from Firefly into Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator.
No way. No. Okay.
And you see this and all of you are now looking at this giant Dorito-shaped muscled man
Okay.
with
no.
with starlight hair and glowing purple skin.
I'm not
And
gonna-
and this
I'm
version
not
of
gonna-
Reva just kind of looks down at all of you and goes, "Sup."
Oh no, I'm
Look
done.
at
I
that.
can't.
That makes an
Reva, how
excellent
tall are you?
canvas.
I get probably why you didn't, but I kind of was thinking you were gonna turn into Davina, but that was.
Oh.
No, because well, and he's wearing like a Quasar, like a Quasar uniform.
Okay.
So basically, going out of the game here. Hey, the Hemington
hey.
subscribed.
Thanks, D&D Mom.
Thank you, D&D Mom.
Thanks, D&D Mom.
Now, normally with normal D&D rules, I would have not have allowed this to happen. However, I am allowing it because I think rule of fun and cool should always trump the rules in the book.
Also,
And-
we're missing a character, so.
And also, we're missing a character, yes. And also,
Well- Go ahead.
and I was just going to reiterate, Carly, because of Reva's specific backstory, I am allowing it to happen, but pretty much purely because of the backstory that we have set up.
Mhm.
Otherwise, this would not have been allowed.
And the fact that if you said no, I would have just said okay.
I know, but I'm the kind of DM that very rarely says no unless it's something that's truly, truly stupid.
Yes, but
I get that.
I just want to point out, Josh DeHuman is the one who gifted that sub,
Oh,
so we should also be thanking him.
oh,
thank you,
Thank you,
Josh.
My Benny.
So Reva, you are now a giant hunky Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Quasar uniform, and you basically like tower over everyone.
Because now they won't recognize me.
That makes a wonderful canvas.
I've got to say, it is very strange to be still over 7 feet tall and have to look up.
Reva is 7'1".
Nice.
Wait, so I don't have to look up.
Yeah, you don't have
I
to
have
look
to look
up, you
straight
just have to
forward.
slightly,
Yes.
like, move your eyes, you know?
Now that being said, though, things are actually pretty casual right now. Yes, all the Quasars are on the lookout for an intruder, but all of the attention is off of you, Anilon. With your tinkering, basically this is how I'm gonna do it. With your tinkering, you've basically have magically tattooed written directions on everyone's like the top of their palms, which is kind of like written Google Maps directions on how to get from where you are right now to where the ship hangar is. And essentially you're going to be going through quite a lot of rooms here. It looks like you're going to be going through like the main observatory, what looks like the reactor of this place. And then once you cut through the reactor and a couple more hallways, then you'll be able to make it to the actual hangar of the observation outpost. But yeah, there seems to be no pressing need for you guys to be targets to these people. So I guess the big question is, what do you all decide to do?
Well, now we gotta find Bite.
I don't think we're gonna be able to find Bite.
Carly, I want you need. No one heard what Carly said there, because Carly, I need you to repeat what you just said in your best Schwarzenegger voice.
But now we got to find Bite.
What the heck was that?
Got to find Bait.
I'm not the voice actor.
I said Schwarzenegger, not Merida.
Well, the first thing we need to
But
find.
now we got to find Bite.
I
But now we have to find. No, that's the wrong thing entirely.
You got to do your best like Grog impression. But now we have to
Yes.
find Bite.
Just go all down and go with it. Just then ground it up a bit, and
We got
there
to
you
find
go.
Bite.
Get to the bite person.
Okay, Carly, do me a favor. Make this sound. Raya!
We have to find Bite.
Raya.
Oh, yeah. That did not work.
No?
And now we got to find. Get into the chopper.
Get them to the chopper.
Not a tumor. All right.
Get to the chopper.
all I said was I wanted her to get transformed into a hunky man. I didn't make her Schwarzenegger.
All right. Well, the first thing I think we need to do
No.
is go after the shuttle bay.
Are you
Because-
eating that? I thought we were gonna share that.
What?
You never said you wanted any.
It,
You look so sad and defeated.
Meanwhile, Case is looking around like, what the
destroyed her
fuck is
soul.
going on? All right. No, but I want to get to the shuttle bay because if we can get to their ships, we can steal some and destroy the others.
I want to find those jetpacks that they're using, so I agree.
Bite can take care of herself, and I imagine she's probably heading that way anyway.
I'm sure we won't be able to find her. When she doesn't want to be found, she won't be.
hey, everybody, get into the chopper.
Have we spoken to that strange scientist in there? Well, did you speak to them while I was out?
No.
Nope.
Only about getting the map we have now.
Should we find a way in the room and get whatever information we can there then?
Have a map.
Have
Am I
a map,
muted?
yes,
No,
but
I'm not muted.
they have whatever information about this facility or the operations in the Quasar as a greater. Would that not be a tactical benefit for us to obtain before we left?
On the map, is there anything that
Um,
looks like a information hub sort of thing that Daddy could tap into?
Actually, yes, and I actually already mentioned that this room was gonna be on, like, the quickest route to the hangar bay,
Okay.
and it seems to be the main observation room, which seems to be... It's not necessarily a control center, but it's basically the room where the majority of all the records are that they have collected here in this establishment. Basically you have, like, the barracks for this place. You have the main observation deck, which is where you're going to be passing through.
Mhm.
And then you basically have to cut down some floors, kind of cut through the main power generator room. And then once you're past that, then the hangar's basically right there. There's a lot of other, like, branching paths. One of those branching paths do basically go into this laboratory that you're on the other side of a wall with. Yes, Carly. Oh, no.
Bad news, everyone.
Before they leave, I want Reva to look at Keyston, and I want her to say, "No, I hope you don't think this is weird."
I think everything we do is weird, but it's fine.
Here.
Reva, if I could just have you roll a performance check.
Why? I know it's her.
No, not for that.
Okay.
Oh God! Hold on. I got a 12.
Okay, it was above a 10 that I was looking for. But basically, as you say that to Kayston, you make your pecs bounce.
Oh, no.
All right, where do you guys go?
Can I just say that I've been tied up this whole time, and
Yes.
Zach is like
You're-
literally bound, and I totally spaced it. So I'm sitting here trying to like captain, but I've been staring at
Um,
my wrists this whole time.
Can I?
You're not tied up. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, that's my bad.
Yeah, well, you were never tied up tight enough to make it so you were incapacitated. It was just a show.
I know, but I totally spaced it. I should probably take those off.
I'm gonna pick up Zach and hoist him over my shoulder.
I have so many questions.
Don't worry, Captain. It's not forever.
Oh, okay.
This
Okay,
is just so that they won't recognize me, because some people here might know who I am.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so
I'll
Reva,
just chill up here.
Reva, you have Captain Zakui just fireman carried on your shoulder.
But you're not gonna make me roll a strength check for that.
You don't need to. You're Schwarzenegger right now.
Fair.
So are you guys
Does
gonna
Daddy
be?
want to say something?
The barracks, would it be assumable that the armory would be at the same place?
No.
Okay, do we see a separate armory on the map?
You do see an armory, but it's like way off the main route that would take you straight to the hangar base. So you can go there if you want, but it's gonna be like way out of the way.
I'm looking at
Well,
Anilon, pointing at the armory. Worth it for jetpacks? Question mark.
we're not presently targets. I don't see why not. Though it's up to the captain in the end.
I kind of agree. I think that would be actually pretty good. I'm up on a person's shoulder. Please stop staring at me. Leave me alone.
So since I
Okay.
did the like general directions, could I do like a static picture of what I can see of the map? Even though it's 3D, I can't do the 3D image. Could I do a basic on Daddy's back or something?
Yeah, you can. I will allow it in this case. The map is going to be very crude, and it's hard trying to transcribe 3D to 2D, but you are weirdly able to pull it off.
Cool.
And in the famous words of Disney, "Oh, Captain, my Captain, here we go!"
Want to die. I don't want to be on this muscular man's shoulder.
So
I'm sure
I
if you
guess
asked her, she'd let you
Want me
down.
to put you down?
Ah. No, it's fine. Just keep carrying me. Just don't touch my butt.
Why would I touch your butt?
I don't know.
Okay.
So where are you guys going? You have yet to give me like a unified decision.
Armory.
Jetpacks, armor.
The armory's fine, I guess.
All right, give me just a moment.
DM prepares everything for the main for the hangar bay. We say, yeah, F that. We're gonna go get ourselves some frim-frims.
We can hit up the hangar.
I just need to say, portable high ground.
So you make your way basically down the hall, and you find yourself in another one of those like hub areas, kind of like what the entrance hall was like. Only this case, this seems to kind of branch off into many different paths and such. You see a couple quasars that are just kind of like milling about. A couple of them are just like staring, unmoving, at another vent on the floor, thinking that like this is the one. This is the one Bite's gonna come out at. You see a couple others that they don't have weapons on them. They're just hanging out at what you think looks like a water cooler. They're talking about the Jets for some reason. Like, hey, how about that game last night? A lot of the quasars here, they just seem to be milling about. You see like a whole like bunch of races, like humans, elves, tabaxi, more of those like mantis-like creatures. The mantis creatures are like the main majority of what you see here. A couple dragonborns, though they all seem to be not to the same scale as Dyrax. Like Dyrax is like a very particular kind of dragonborn that you've seen. And as luck would have it, each of these branching hallways has like a sign over it. So like this hallway leads to armory and barracks. This hallway leads to main observation. This hallway leads to like the sanitation and such. And you all said you were going to the armory?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You make your turn. You head down to the armory and the barracks. You see a couple more quasars here. They all give like the standard salute, which is just that, not this, just this. And as you come up to the armory, there's a door that just says armory. So then you open it up, but then before you is another door. And sitting right next to this door is one Quasar trooper. He seems to be at a desk, just typing on a data pad.
It works.
He just kind of looks up at you all, looking very bored. Like, this person just does not want to be here. And he just goes, "What are you requisitioning?" Speak up. I don't have all day, okay? I gotta finish these tablets here.
I'm not the brains.
Okay, then would
We
you
are-
please direct me to someone who is?
We're looking for the person who's fled into the vents. Is there any other ways into this armory that she could have possibly gotten through?
The armory is secure. This door is the only one way in, no way out. There are no vents in this room.
Understood.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Do I have like a pair of glasses or something around here?
you have
Hold
your
on.
Percy glasses on the bookshelf.
Oh, shit, I do. Okay, hold on. I gotta do this.
Anybody else?
Can I have a jetpack?
Oh, hold on, I've got a plan.
Well, that's the second thing. Let's say we need jetpacks to get to find her.
I've got a plan to get it. Just
Okay.
sort of for this,
Okay,
I
so
need to
I
ask,
have to wear it
how
like
do you-
this.
Okay.
Like librarian style.
Great.
We
That we're
believe
going-
that the intruder may at some point have stolen some goods from the armory, and we need to check.
Okay, roll a deception check.
Oh, that
Don't
one's a
forget-
9.
You have
Inspiration.
inspiration.
All right, yeah, I think I'll use it for this one.
All right, what do
A
you?
D10?
A D10?
Right?
Yep.
Or is it?
I thought it was a D6. Give me 1 second. Let me see.
Just give you a second, just a little bit enough.
Yep, it's one. It's 1d6.
$12 now.
12?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the secretary of the armory just goes, "Look, I can tell you right now, I know this room like inside and out. There's honestly no way that Oh wait, shit. I took these off.
Evan needs his props.
All right, look. I don't know how new you are, but I can tell you without a doubt there's no way she could have gotten in here without me noticing. Okay? Now, unless you have another reason to get into the armory, you then come back later. I'm busy. Any
I do, in fact. I have been sent here to do a full audit and log of the armory supplies for a future investigation. We are making sure we are completely up to date and people have not gotten any unauthorized access. This is more than just a day. This is a establishment-wide issue that we are facing at this time.
All right, Daddy, now you roll me a deception check.
I was muted this whole time. I don't want to talk about it.
What'd you get, Steven? Oh no!
Better than he has been getting.
Yeah, it's better than the 6.
What is it?
Or-
I can't see it.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I've got an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Yeah.
At that moment, the secretary now looks at Daddy looking very unimpressed and just goes, "Do you have an audit form?"
Can I just punch him over the head? And
Yeah, I was like,
knock
how
him
many
out?
people? Is there anybody around?
He said
No.
punch.
This is a very tiny room that sits between the hallway and the armory itself.
I'm just gonna clock him over the head and knock him out.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Is there any way to lock the door behind us?
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say, can I
Damn.
persuade him? Because I have a +5 to my persuasion.
we go on violence.
No,
I got a
we're going
16.
violence now.
I mean, I almost wanted to just kill this guy.
I got a 16.
A 16. Okay, unfortunately that does work. So, Reva, you just kind of walk up to the secretary. You just do this. and the
Just
second
knock him out.
and the secretary and this is what the secretary does.
Did she break his
There.
glasses?
Okay, now we can go in. No, I took them off first
Okay.
so that there would be no evidence. And I'm gonna fold them nicely. And I'm just gonna put them right next to him so it looks like he fell asleep on the job.
He's taking
With a
a
giant
nap.
bruise in his face. He
I
gets
didn't
messed really
punch him.
hard.
I didn't punch him hard enough to leave a bruise.
She just punched him hard enough to.
I think if you punch
Knock
someone
him
hard
out.
enough to knock them out, it's gonna leave a bruise.
Also, the
Relative.
size of your fist was as big as his face.
Can I just hug him over the shoulder and say, he was messing with the mission. We should not leave him available to wake up while we're inside.
Oh
Yeah, let's hide him somewhere in the
no!
armory.
I would just, but I made it look like he would just fall asleep on the job.
We are not going to be here for long. If our disguise will not need to hold for days on end. If we leave
Could
him
leave
inside
it-
the armory and lock it, then there is no need. We just plant explosives, and the armory should have explosives inside. If we destroy anything we don't need, we kill him along with it.
I don't think we need to kill him.
Okay.
We could say it was bite.
We could say
Yeah.
it was bite. You have a good point, but let's not. Let's tie him up somewhere.
Reva just kind of shakes his head because of what Daddy just said triggered a little something, and she's just like, mm-mm. And she
I have
just
no
walks
problem.
ahead. I hate you, Steven. She walks ahead. I love you like a brother, but I also hate you dearly.
Like a brother.
All right. We're going in, right? We're all in? We all
Mhm.
followed? Okay, sweet.
All right. So, so are you doing anything to the secretary?
At the
Tying him
moment,
up.
You're tying him up. Okay. The secretary is like tied, hands behind the chair, and he still has his head like on the desk.
Perfect.
I mean, he
So
is someone who could tell other people about us.
And we also
are-
move anything out of his reach, so he can't get a tablet,
Yeah.
a computer, a comms link, anything.
There seems to be just a single button speaker on his desk.
Then I'm going to move his chair away from his desk.
All right.
Is it a wheelie chair? We might not want to tie him to that chair.
It is not a wheelie chair.
Okay.
It is just
Okay.
a chair.
Actually,
Are there any
hold
bars
on,
near the armory so we can tie the chair to the armory
No.
itself?
It's
Wait,
ju-
Okay.
what did you say, Liam?
I was just making a joke. Cut to that picture of Kotal Khan in a wheelchair. But, you know,
Wait, what?
it's Mortal Kombat. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going.
So I'm going to drag the chair into the back end of the armory then, because there's no way he's getting to that button before we get out of here.
That's a solid idea.
All right. Okay. So, with the secretary properly contained, the door opens, and before you is quite the wonderland.
Ooh, yes.
You all see here. What you see here is just racks upon racks of
Titties.
Good God.
you're grounded.
You did say
Keep going, keep going,
Wonderland.
keep going.
Well, you
I'm
do
sorry.
well in between
It
the
was
shelves.
right in front of me.
Well, in between the racks, you do see like naughty posters just taped onto the walls because it's those kinds of people. You see just racks of rifles, other kinds of guns of various like from handgun sizes to like over-the-shoulder giant blasters. You see bombs, grenades, beam sabers, beam whips, beam clubs.
Oh,
You
it's a
see,
party in here.
it is definitely a party in here. At the far end of the room, you see something that you all will recognize. It's another containment chest, like the one that you have all been opening lately. It's the same exact design.
Okay.
Yes, Carly.
Before anything else, I'm gonna look at Zach and I'm gonna say, "Okay, Captain, I'm gonna let you down now."
Let me
And then
know.
I'm also gonna change back into Reva because I think we're good now.
All right, Reva. Your body goes. Your chest goes. Boom.
And
Your chest goes boom.
Boing.
I
And
just have the mental
There's the
image of
titty
that
she
now.
was talking about.
For just a brief moment, you Gynax.
Hold on. Why didn't you do that earlier? You could have knocked out the secretary. It would have saved us a lot of effort.
Just
Could've saved
stand,
us loads of time.
just stand right in front of the secretary, change back, and then just launch him right into the wall.
My boobs aren't that big.
I look over at Reva and I say, "You have fun?"
Yeah, I did actually.
Captain, I know you enjoy Reva, but are you ever gonna take those binds off?
Zach quickly just like undoes his binds like so
Actually-
fast. It's like lightning speed. He just
Reva
takes it off
just
and he's.
rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
All right. So can I go over? I was about to say, can I go over to the chest, the treasure chest?
Can I go over to the boobs? I mean, titties. I mean, chest. I mean, treasure.
He's been later.
Sorry, mommy.
All right, Kasten, you walk over to the chest, and like all chests, the moment you press a hand on it, all the little lights start to turn on, and you just hear, and you see like cold containment mist kind of seep out of it, and slowly rising on a little mount, it kind of looks like a bracelet. It's a very strange kind of bracelet design because like it's a bracelet that is like a ring shape, but on the top of it seems to be some kind of slightly flat cylinder portion of it.
Can I guess I go over to Daddy and ask him if he can analyze this or something.
Daddy, you can, because you do have the analyzing scope. That was the very first
time we've run into these
Yeah.
things with him around, so we know
Yes!
what we're looking at.
I don't
Steven,
even
you're
remember.
actually here, so you can do that.
I didn't even remember that. I just was like, well, he's the robot. Maybe he can help, you know.
Yeah, but he
Ow.
actually also has the analyzing scope, which was the very first magic item that you guys ever encountered in this campaign. So, Daddy,
Oh, I'm
With-
gonna look over.
Go
With-
into the menu, select analyzing.
because you are the one that possesses the analyzing scope, you can just automatically analyze an item without having to roll any kind of checks whatsoever. This item seems to be a slight prototype design of something that the Quasars have been working on for quite some time, and as you look at it, data kind of starts to get automatically downloaded into your hard drive about what this item is. This item, I'm actually going to be taking two items out of
There we go.
Metroid, and I am combining them. This specific item is called the Wave Grapple.
Ow.
Basically, what this item is that you equip it to your wrist, and then it shoots out a beam of concentrated electrical energy. Now, this energy has one of two functions, or one of three functions. You can either set it to neutral, and whatever it shoots at, it will attach to, and you can either have it be pulled towards you, or you can pull yourself towards it.
So,
And then according to your analysis, it seems to have two other functions, but at this time they don't seem to be installed yet. But you can tell that there are like two empty slots for something that should go there. They're just not there yet. So right now this thing only has a grapple function.
It seems to be a device that lets off an electromagnetic pulse to either pull you or pull a target, dependent on its setting. It's for some reason uses an electronic pulse to do this instead of any other form, which would make it quite dangerous, but that is currently its only function, though there is space for improvement.
okay.
Keyston, I think that's for you.
I think it, yeah. Kasten, you would do excellent with grappling and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Kasten, do you accept the item?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Kasten, you reach forward and almost automatically that bracelet just kind of like it floats over to your wrist and just go.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to keep my Quasar outfit too, and just like modify it and make it look like a badass rogue kind of Quasar
That'd be
outfit.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
the one with rogue Quasar who has an edgy backstory, when really he's just another merc who thought like, hey, this looks cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
Perhaps I found a Quasar and stole it from him.
Oh,
That's what I did.
perhaps.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah,
yours
and
too.
you stripped him fucking stark ass naked.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
want him to
Yeah.
put a hole in the chest of the suit. Do you know how hard it is to fix? That takes a whole spell to
to-
cast.
That's totally fair.
Oh, oh, Qui-Gon, you were the most underrated Jedi. Okay, so Kasten, you now are equipped with the wave grapple, and right now it only has a grapple function. But Daddy made you aware that it can have 2 other functions installed into it. You just don't know where to find those like data packets that you can install into it. But for right now, you now have an item that basically turns you into Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Well, I was about to say, Kasten is slowly becoming a Soulsborne protagonist in the series, so, you know.
Yeah.
An Elden Soulsborne. We got to add a third name to it now.
Daddy speak.
You said that works by by shooting a form of electricity, yes?
Evan.
Sorry, I was looking at something that Ty, you sent me a DM about something. I apologize. What was the question?
You said that the grappler Kason just got worked on an electromagnetic pole, or using electricity.
Well, that's what the energy, from what you can tell, would look like once it's actually activated. It just seems to be an energy-based emitter that the energy itself wouldn't harm you in any way. You can just hold on to it, but it seems to be just an energy-based way of connecting 2 points. And then the device can be set to either pull you towards the target or pull the target towards you.
I may have some plans to go over with you later, Kristen, but nothing for now.
So it can't give off like an electric pulse if I wanted to like harm my
No.
hand. Okay.
At least not yet. You don't know,
Yeah,
because
I was gonna
again,
say, could we modify it maybe and back on?
I was thinking if we could use an electromagnetic pulse, then we could shut down any Quasar system, possibly forcing doors closed behind us, or creating a electromagnetic to make people think we're in a different area when in fact we are still.
I can tell you this right now, it's not going to work like that. It is just a grapple. It is an energy-based grappling hook.
We go into way too much depth.
All right, so Kasten, you now have your own special tech item for this campaign, but now the question still stands. What will you guys be doing?
Grabbing
Looking for jetpack.
explosives, grabbing rifles, and looking for jetpacks.
And jetpacks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
You
need
get-
your clothes, your boots, and your jetpacks.
All right. Well, with that being said, this is actually a perfect time for us to take our break. So
Oh,
we will
yeah.
break
I
here.
am very, very hungry.
We will break here, take a break for about 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll come back. So, see you guys later. right, and we are back from our break. I hope everyone had a nice, relaxing time relieving themselves and satisfying themselves with snackies.
Evan,
Yes,
Evan,
yes.
I peed so fast.
Think about what you say.
Thank you for sharing, Captain.
But seriously, dude, it sounds like you're frying chicken in there.
What you
Something we
frying
always told our friend.
It took me a hot minute, but I got it.
I
was
got
like,
it done.
Oh, that's what he meant.
All right, are we? Huh.
Same.
All right, are we all set?
No.
Yes.
Yep, I suppose.
All right, here we go. So, crew of the Black Star, with your disguises and other little ways of infiltration, you have managed to find yourself without any issue getting to the armory. Kasten himself got his first real good tech item, and you look around this room, you found a lot of manners and weapons, bombs, explosives, all manner of things to take lives. No jetpacks.
Sad. That's okay.
Okay, can we at least find any radio transmission delay bombs in the area? Basically,
There
Armed with detonators.
there are bombs, but there seem to be none of that kind of design. All of the bombs here are more like grenades where they just have an auto timer on them.
do we have any sort of comms devices or anything that has a micro RFD chip within it, within
Nope.
the armor?
How long can we set the timer on a grenade?
They're like grenades. The timer is pretty
Okay.
self-set.
Grenades are not as slow as you think they are in the movies, unfortunately.
No, they're normally between 5 to 8 seconds, depending on
Yeah.
the variation in the creator. So, you said there are heavy weapons here. What types you'd put on your shoulder? What's the heaviest hitting weapon we can see?
Apparently from here you see like this one rifle-like device. That seems to be a kind of it just seems to be like another kind of blaster. This is definitely not of Quasar design. These rifles seem to be pilfered United Federation.
How many are there?
It looks like there's like one full crate of them.
Daddy, I want to mount that on you.
Hold on. Do we have, hold on.
Okay.
Do we have anything to move the crates?
No.
Okay. How hard would it be for me to lift the crate?
You roll me a strength check.
I'm gonna grab a rifle and as many grenades as I can carry.
Okay. There's nothing I really
That-
want
that-
in here.
How hard would it be for me to lift the crate? Says me after I roll in that one.
How hard?
You try to move it, and you realize that this thing is... Unfortunately, your arm servos are not strong enough for it. You cannot move it.
Okay, can I grab a handful of rifles? Literally just scoop hold as many as I can like that.
I will allow you to grab 2.
2. Okay, that works. And you said how big are they?
I'm sorry?
How big are they?
They're basic. They're the size they're about the length of like a standard hunting rifle, but of course they're
Okay.
way more high tech looking. Carly,
Can I
Carly, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I was
He and I are
broken.
DMing right now. don't
And
worry about
that.
it.
Oh, okay.
Can I strap one to my back then and have the other ready just down to the side like a standard patrol, and then just smash something on it to try and village the look of the back one.
All
Make
right.
it not as obvious.
All right. So does that all end your errand to the armory?
I think so.
Does anybody else want anything? There's a lot here.
Yeah,
I don't,
come on.
I don't really want anything because
Hold on.
I've got a grappling hook.
I'm just saying, to help with our design,
Kayston's like, I am all good.
to help with our disguises, should we not get loadouts that seem to match with Quasar designs?
Me and you are the only. Well, Kayston and I are technically the only ones in disguise.
I
Then
am
shouldn't
too.
you-
I'm still wearing mine.
You're wearing
shouldn't
the
you
outfit, yeah.
Should you not grab a Quasar loadout to go with your design then, so you can efficiently keep your disguise en route?
Oh, I've already grabbed what I
Okay.
can carry.
I grab mine.
Cinder.
I grab my yeah.
Basically, this is an easy way to say, if we get more guns, we have more versatility.
That's fair.
Oh, what should I add to the sheet for the guns, by the way? The damage and that.
Yeah.
Right.
We will get to that in a moment. Because I will allow you to have them, but I never said you could start using them right now.
Oh.
That's fine. Take a rifle, a sword,
Okay.
a whip, and grenades.
Carly, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, it just seemed right.
Dabbing on the haters.
I dab to hide my pain.
Same.
I
Dab.
dab to dab away the tears.
Okay,
I'm gonna be a chaotic DM. Good lord.
oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Is
too.
there
So-
any other
It's
kind?
fun.
Yeah.
So are you all done with the armory?
Yeah.
All right.
I grab one of everything except for the heavy weapon.
All right. You make your way out of the armory. If you'll give me just a moment.
Can we talk about how pretty Brittany looks?
You look great.
Because she's very pretty.
You're very pretty too, Carly.
All right.
You're pretty.
Brittany, I sent you a DM because I need to get a memory refresher. And also I just go to the DMs
okay.
and I see Ukraine release the Chernobyl soldiers.
Damn.
The what?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot spell this first part. So don't mind the misspelling.
Sorry, are we still in the armory?
Are you?
I started.
I'm
What do you
asking.
need?
I gotta think. Yeah, no, I thought we were leaving.
Okay, you're all
We
leaving.
were leaving,
Alright,
but we
yeah,
hadn't
that's
left.
fine if we're
What do you
leaving.
need?
All right. I gotta switch DMs for a moment. All right. Carly, come back.
You brought it on your fucking self.
I technically wouldn't. That would. Would I have to put like?
Okay, that works. All right. As you make your way out of the
I don't know how that
armory,
works.
you make your way out of the armory, and as you move out of there, the secretary is still unconscious, still bound. He's not doing anything. You
Yeah.
You make your way out of the hallway back into the main hub, and you then follow the map that is all kind of like weirdly, mystically 2D'd printed onto your palms. And you basically follow your map that takes you down the path towards the hangar. Now, the first thing, after going through some hallways, passing by some more quasars that are all just gonna be like, hey, what's up? Again,
TGIF, right?
yeah, TGIF.
Working hard or hardly working?
NPC speak.
Yeah.
Working hard at hardly working.
Welcome to
Nope.
Corneria.
Yeah.
I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords.
Lovely day for it.
Okay.
I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
All right.
I can't believe the captain remembered my birthday.
Aw.
He really does care.
Wait, this is a $5 gift card. No, they don't.
The guards all seem to just kind of look at you, kind of giving nods. Not really thinking much of anything. Zachary, you kind of, for the sake of expediency, will say that you're kind of hiding your hands behind your back to make them look like they're bound, but they're not actually bound.
Right.
You got a couple Quasars around you. They don't see you as a possible threat or escapee.
Okay.
It looks like there's just a bit more activity right now because it looks like they're still trying to find Bite, but they've had no such luck. As you go through the hallways, you then come across this giant room that's kind of dome-shaped in a way. In the center is a massive hologram projector, and what you see floating up in the middle of the room is basically a 3D display of the solar system that Talon 4 is a part of. It seems that there's not only Talon 4 in the system, but there's a bunch of other planets as well. There's only like 2 Quasars in this room, but there's a whole bunch of activated computers that just seem to be just holding so much data about like what they have on maybe these planets.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Trying to think, because I don't want to like alarm anybody. Yeah, because it's super busy. Is it possible for like Kasten to walk over and like look like a little bit closer on like the planets and stuff?
Well, the
Like,
planets.
just to
Well, the planets themselves are just kind of floating in the hologram. They don't have any like little floating screens of
They don't-
information below them. It's basically just a 3D mobile.
okay.
Carly, you had your hand up first.
I was gonna say I can. And maybe like it's that weird ass writing, but never mind. You answered my question.
Yeah, there is no writing, period. And if there was writing, it was going to be in basic because these people are Quasars, not Val-Shaloth.
I know. I just thought I was getting something, but
Daddy, what were you going to ask?
Can I go up to the 2 people? Do they look to be busy at work or do they look to be just idle?
It's a little bit of both. They both seem to be doing something at the computers, but it's not a hurried pace. They're just kind of doing their work very casually right now. They seem more bored than doing tasks.
That's fair.
Can I walk up to one of them and say, hello, I am currently in need of an access terminal as I am doing a backlog of the systems to salvage any corrupted files and take a prepared manifest back to a new development base on the southern front. Can you please give me an access point?
Roll me a persuasion check.
$10. Yeah.
All right, 10. These both of these pirate Quasars just kind of look at you for a moment. They kind of look at each other. They just kind of look back at you. Who programmed you to do this task? We weren't made aware of anything like this.
Does anybody remember the name of the scientist?
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
Yes, Reva.
can I walk over to them and like kind of have like I'm better than you attitude and be like, I did.
Both of them then kind of look at you and just go, and who are you?
Oh no.
I'm your commanding officer.
And I'm
Jeanette.
If you were going,
I was appointed 2 days ago.
I'm her second in command.
All right, Reva, roll me deception.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you advantage because Kasten followed you up with, and I'm her subordinate. And I'm her sub.
I got
and you
a
have my
22.
axe.
22.
woohoo.
Wait, what'd you roll?
I got a
22.
22.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, they believe you, and they're both like, sorry, ma'am. Yeah, access terminal. It's right there at the far end on the left, and they just kind of take a step back from you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I slightly nod and say, do not worry about the things that you will see on your screen. This is all routine.
Yeah, not a
Please.
problem. Not a problem. They both kind of back away nervously.
Why is this group doing so well?
Hold on. And she's
I almost
just
said,
gonna
why
look
are
at
my
'em,
players?
and she's just gonna say, "Now go back to doing what you were doing."
Right. And then they both kind of turn around, and they just are back on typing on their
And
keyboards.
she's gonna like stifle a giggle.
I just kind of look at the guys and I go,
All right. So, Daddy, do you shove your fist into the hole?
Yeah, he does. Shove
yeah,
your
he
fist
does.
in
You know
that hole.
All right, Daddy, you take your fist and you just shove it deep into that mechanized orifice.
No lube.
No lube.
the computer
Going in
softly-
dry.
The computer softly says, Yamate.
oh, get out
I
of
was
my
waiting.
ears, Liam. Jeez, no. I didn't need to hear
I was
that.
waiting for that shit. I was like, when is it gonna happen?
I will follow this up with all of a sudden the text appears on the screen that says, "What are you doing, Robo Bro?"
Doing Robo Pro.
What are you doing, Robo Bro?
Robro.
I
You can,
asked
Evan, do you want to tell everybody what I've done to
The
that
computer
line?
looks like a washing machine for some reason.
What I've done to that line. I use that now when I'm driving and somebody does something stupid, and I just go, "What are you doing, step brother?"
God.
All right, you shove your fist deep into the orifice of the computer, and the data basically the data transfer begins. You are given you have like a whole like access of quite a lot of records here. I'm not going to go over each and every record, but a brief summary of what you're seeing here is just essentially just a reiteration of what they've been doing here, which was experimentations on the life forms that seemed to be emerging out of the asteroid that made the giant crater. Realizing that these creatures seem to be, despite an actual physical form, they still seem to be energy-based in a way, and thus have the ability to siphon energy from organic sources. And that all current plans seem to be either to find a way to control these creatures, or to find a way to basically harvest their energy-sucking abilities for possibly some new type of weaponized technology. So far, they haven't been able to pull off anything yet, but the research that they still have gained from just what little they've done is still quite large. And already, it seems that there are plans for them hoping to try and traverse deeper into the crater in hopes of trying to access the asteroid itself.
Are they doing this? This is such a bad idea. All right.
And yet,
I don't know.
and that's when you see something that you never quite noticed before in these records, but it seems to shed some light on the situation. It would appear that once their parties in the crater get close enough to the actual impact point where the massive asteroid is, something stops them. And upon further study, the research suggests that there seems to be some kind of invisible barrier that has completely encased the impact point of the asteroid. And upon even further looking of these records, you realize this energy barrier is being emitted by the Sanctum Temple, floating above the crater itself. And that's when you realize that's what these keys are for, that you already have 2 of so far. These keys unlock the barrier for anyone to try and get inside of the actual asteroid itself. And that's when you see the last record about this research. There's not just... This asteroid isn't just the source of this phazon energy. And it's not just the source of where these creatures are coming from that can suck out life. There's something in that asteroid. Something alive and something massive.
Sorry, is the asteroid on this planet or is it somewhere else?
Yeah,
It is on
Crashed
it is
into the
on
planet.
this planet. It is
Okay.
in the crater.
All right. Just wanted to be clear about that.
So
Oh boy, part of me wants to say we need to get off this planet right now.
yeah, I was about to say
So,
But
I
we
want to
have to
yeet.
heal it.
3 things. First, can I search for any sort of data or information about the Lima's bracelet, about Cason's bracelet specifically? Do they have any relation to it?
I will get to that in just a moment, but Carly and Brittany, you were like asking something. Carly, you actually have your hand up.
Reva's gonna kind of look at everybody and she's gonna say, what would happen if we left the planet but still had the keys in our system?
Wouldn't that just break the planet due to
never
like
Would
it?
know.
break the planet, but what would that do to us?
And do we have that information?
Unfortunately, you just do not have that information. That's one of those situations that it's impossible to know unless it actually happens.
We can't really take that chance, unfortunately. I guess we're connected to this planet now. Great!
I don't know.
Okay.
Something's telling me that we have to. And we have to see it through to the end.
Besides, Bite is nowhere to be found, so we gotta wait for her ass to get back here.
I need to make communication devices and give one to each of us.
Oh, that's so smart.
Would that be allowed, Mr. DM?
I will allow that.
Alright.
I mean, not anytime soon, but when we get back to the
Obviously, we
ship,
can't
if
do
we
it
ever
right
do.
now.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do? Are you looking for any other details in the records, or are you going to be moving on?
I say we should for what we have, we should move on to something else. Like see if we can get any information about the creatures that they were experimenting on. See if we can get any information on those and like what they're called. Maybe they named them. Maybe they like it can tell us what they actually do. Because we may run into them later, and it might be good to have these like this
We know what
information.
they do. We watched
Well,
a demonstration on what they
how
do.
are they like? How are they created and stuff? Like maybe they have some notes
They
on that.
don't know. We don't know. I feel like they would have
All
told
we know is
the
that we found them in the crater.
leader
Like
if-
that's. Oh, allergy met him.
So, okay, so you wanting information on the creatures, correct?
Yeah, I want information on the creatures.
Okay. Daddy, you are able to actually find this information of what they were able to discover. As far as you can tell, the creatures themselves completely unknown. There are no official records on them on any kind of Federation database or otherwise. And Zachary, basically, by the way, just to keep this on record, anything that Daddy is seeing here, like you all are seeing on the screens as well. So you all will have the same amount of knowledge. But yeah, there is no record of them in any kind of official database, Federation or otherwise. And Zachary, this is especially alarming for you because you're all about botany and biology,
Right.
and when it comes to any kind of flora or fauna in all kinds of worlds.
Right.
The fact that these creatures are not on any kind of official record terrifies you, because the records of the Federation are immense. So for there to be a creature that is not on those records, that is troubling. Secondly, while they have not been able to determine exactly how these creatures are created, the Quasars have opted to calling these creatures, especially the smaller ones that you saw in the lab already last session, they have decided to basically nickname these creatures scarabs.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm intrigued.
Quality of man.
And
Quality.
and this is where you see the final record involving this outpost.
Okay.
The scarab that you saw in the demonstration back in that lab was just one of many that they have stored here. They have a lot of samples here.
Fantastic.
Oh boy.
Okay. Can Daddy pull up a list of like people that are like in charge of this station specifically? Like,
Maybe get the name of that scientist in case we need it.
yeah.
Down the full record.
All right. You pull up you kind of move away from the records, and now you go to like a staff roster of this observation outpost. According to these records, there seems to be actually 2 outposts that the pirates have already made on this planet. This seems to be Outpost B. And according to the staff roster here, that Warforged scientist is the ranking officer of this entire base. He goes by Warforged unit number. I had this in my head. It was like W17Y.
W7Y?
W17Y.
W17Y.
17.
Because he's super witty.
It's a dumb joke. I'm trying to say number speak Dr. Wiley, okay? So shut up.
Oh, by the way, while I'm on the
Agreed.
staff roster, can I put Carly and Kasten as actually as their aliases? Just tuck them in there and try to give them a backstory of just fiddling around, putting their names there for future reference. It could be handy.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you have editing privileges for these documents. You just have like viewer privileges. You can download documents and put them on your hard drive, but
Yeah.
you cannot edit the ones in this lab. You can only observe and download.
Okay.
That being said, though, guys, what's next?
Does this station have any access to the transmissions to any sort of external radio frequency?
Before I get into that, Steven, I just want to say, could you just leave yourself off of mute? You have this thing where it tries to unmute whenever you're talking, but then if it doesn't hear you, it will mute, and then we miss some words. So just leave yourself off mute.
Okay.
All right. So please repeat your question, because you did cut out a bit.
I was asking if we had access to the communications arrays, to any form of radio towers, or any way to do any sort of medium to long range communications from this station.
It looks like those communications are done in this room, but right now you only have privileges to access records and such. You don't really seem to see a way of accessing actual communications. It looks like you're going to possibly need a higher authority to access that kind of functionality.
Okay. Can I look over to the 2 people at the workbenches and say, we need access to communication rosters. Please reroute the communications arrays to this terminal.
Both of them kind of look at each other, still very nervous because of the because of honestly like the military dominatrix that is Reva standing right there.
And she's gonna look at them and she's gonna go, well,
They both just kind of look at each other and they're both just kind of quaking in their boots.
come on, gentlemen, I don't have all day.
We don't have that authorization. We're just here doing routine maintenance.
I have that authorization. Just send us through.
What, send you through to where? You're already here.
Oh, wait. What are we trying to do? I missed
Uh,
something.
They don't have
I'm
access to
so
what you're
tired.
trying to do, so
Yeah,
I'm
they don't have
sorry.
the ability to do so.
Well, then bring us someone that does.
Jerry, go get the doctor. What? But Terry, Jerry, come on.
Prancing Guildenstern of the Great Poison, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. And you see Jerry the pirate run off while Terry stays behind.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Jerry and Terry.
Jerry and Terry the pirates. So you're saying there is a ship with black sails that's crewed by the damned?
Oh God, it is them.
Hold on.
Captained by a man so evil that hell himself spat him back out.
While that person's on the way running to get quote unquote the doctor, can I check out the staff roster and see how many doctors in total are aboard this vessel?
Since you already have the staff roster up, you get that answer instantly. There's just one. I mean, there seem to be a lot of like lab assistants and aid workers, but there's only one scientist.
From this area, can I shut security doors? Or can I do anything to divert their routes to make them take longer?
Roll me an intelligence check. Because again, while you are able to access all of this technology and records, it is still Quasar tech, so you're kind of having some trouble
That is a
navigating it.
19.
A 19. Okay.
There you go, Daddy. Now you're getting it.
Unfortunately,
Yes, Daddy.
stop.
I'm sorry, it's right there.
You see, now this is one of those situations where I kind of was wanting a middle number, but you rolled a little too high. Daddy,
bitch.
while you were basically muscling your way to try to power through and maybe kind of mess up some terminals or some access points to get them to basically to slow down their progress, you unintentionally just kind of put a little too much effort into it, and you basically send an electronic surge through the access port into the circuitry. Suddenly, all of the computer systems just start, like, blinking and sparking, and that surge seems to actually, like, travel through the walls. Meanwhile, off camera, all the Quasars are looking at the blinking lights like, what the fuck is going on here? And then all of a sudden, power goes out.
Nope, don't like this game anymore. I want to go. I don't have dark vision. I can't see.
Oh no, it's not dark. I mean, a couple like seconds pass by and then emergency lights turn on, and it's only it's only like those weird like elementary school emergency lights where it's like the weird rectangle box on the wall and like two spotlights. It's like
Red alert, Mr. Wolf. Shoot us up.
A wolf.
And it's here that like things are just kind of silent because like just the hum of all power has just completely shut off. And Terry, who's still standing there, was like, ah! Okay.
I slap Terry and go, get a hold of yourself, man.
Ah!
Get a hold of
I'm gonna
yourself.
whisper into Reva's ear something.
What, wait, what did you whisper to me,
By the
Analon?
time.
It's nothing super important, but I was just
I want to know. What was
gonna whisper to you. Do you think that these two are low level? Do you think that the doctor's actually gonna believe the story that you are a commanding officer? He knows the hierarchy, I'm sure. And it seemed to me like he answered strictly to the leader here.
Can I hear them? Mr.
They're
DM?
whispering,
I did tell
so.
them that I was appointed like 2 days ago, so like I think if I
Right.
just go with that, it'll be okay.
It'll still be harder to fool. He's a warforged and has this probably similar abilities to ours.
At that moment, the door, which is now being like manually opened, and you see Jerry come back holding a flashlight, and the lead scientist that is now walking into the room, and he seems he's all in a huff. He's just so frustrated, like, what is the purpose of this? Why do you take me away from my research? This is not good. And who are you people? Why have you called me here?
I just talked to you like an hour ago.
Yes, and back then I was in my lab. I was at peace right now. Why did you pull me out of my lab?
We just need clearance for this.
Clearance for what? What are you trying to do?
Communicate.
I'm so tired. I forgot what we were trying to do.
We need rerouted communications access, sir.
That.
We are sending through a backlog of data to high command position.
High command, why would you want to send something to the mines? That makes no sense. What are you trying to transmit there? Look, as you can see, even if I could give you authorization, we can't. The power's out.
Doctor, I have a quick question.
What?
The power went out. There was
Yes.
a short time between power outage and the emergency power going on. How well are those containment centers powered, even if there's a power surge?
They are very well contained, and even if the power was out, I made sure that the material is very durable.
Well, then you
Understood.
might want to go check.
What is
What?
I don't like
Is
that. I don't like that
Wow.
one
that? What
bit.
was that?
It seems your containment was not as secure as you once believed. sir.
What?
I'm
Apparently
sorry.
No.
not.
What just
Talking
happened?
seriously, what
I'm
was that?
sorry.
Oh no,
idea.
no!
I agree with our warforged here.
I'm sure it was nothing. I'm sure it was just the air ducts turning back on.
Evan, what was that?
The last person who said that got killed. We
Tell
should
me.
leave.
Tell me,
Yeah.
sir, as I'm going to unplug and look directly at this warforged as I say this. What is your model identification? You seem
Hold
to be
on.
a.
Was that part of? Wait, was that your plan? What the fuck did I just hear?
We don't know.
Who did that?
Yes, it was Evan's plan.
Also, we don't
I
know.
hate you.
But we're in a
I'm
ship,
scared.
a dark ship with
Ship.
emergency
Look.
power.
What is your model identification, sir?
My model identification is W17Y. Now who are you? Why do you demand my identification?
Wait, this guy's been a warforged this whole time?
Yes!
It's been a science warforged from the beginning.
Oh god, I didn't even realize. I thought he was just.
Same. I'm not gonna lie, me and K2 were just like,
Oh,
What?
God.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I didn't know that. All right.
I didn't
go.
realize it.
Yeah.
Hence why when we asked for the name, it was Warforged Unit Number
on.
1W17Y.
I want to try one thing. I walk up to him very proper and I say, you do realize I could have you disbanded, correct?
What is your rank?
I'm the high commanding officer. I was appointed 2 days ago.
Oh,
Roll a
Yep.
deception check.
we don't
If
know
it's
the
on here,
ranking
can I
system
give
of
her
the
advantage?
Quasars.
Actually, do we know since I had their staff
Rafa
roster?
would.
Is their rank on the roster?
Yes. Reva, however,
know.
isn't looking at the
Doesn't
roster because
know,
she's busy
yeah.
trying to deceive the doctor.
Well,
but Daddy,
no, but I
okay, let me finish and then you can continue. But Daddy, you still have the roster basically downloaded. The doctor here is the highest ranking officer of this
Yeah.
entire outpost.
I got a dirty 20. I'm from the mines.
You're just masters of deception tonight. Good God.
I'm from the mines.
Okay, look, if you are from the mines, then there should have been some notice about you. And why is it that I have never been told that? And as he's trying to talk, you just hear, and all of a sudden he just goes,
That's
was-
our cue to leave.
"What was that?" and you see
Well,
What do you mean,
And
what was that? You're the
leave.
scientist here.
if you will allow, let me finish.
I want to go
Evan's
home.
mad.
I am a little salty, yes.
You're mad.
At that moment, the doctor kind of goes, "What was that?" And he turns around, and you all see where Terry used to be standing, a trail of blood leading into one of the vents.
Oh joy.
I think your containment was not adequate.
Yeah.
We need
What?
to leave.
You are a research unit.
We
For
need
your
to
own
go.
safety, I recommend you come with us. You would
We're
not
going to-
survive on your own in this area.
Okay.
Well,
You know what they do.
we're gonna head back to the mines, and I'm going to report this. And my Warforged here has a excellent memory, and will remember your sequence number or whatever that is.
Look,
And-
whatever you've been brought to, whatever purpose you have been brought here, it needs to wait, because if the containment units have failed, then we all need to evacuate post-haste. Now,
Agree.
we are
Now-
evacuating.
now,
now.
Trooper Jerry, if you would just, and he walks over to Jerry, who has just been standing static the entire time, and he puts his hand on him to, like, jog him awake. Jerry crumples to dust.
I'm leaving.
And-
I'm
and-
following my
Bye.
directions. Go
And-
to the-
And behind Jerry are 3 scarabs.
Right.
Doctor, I
On-
don't want to say
I
it,
wanna
but I
go
told you, and I
home.
leave. Going towards the hangar.
Do all of you fight, or do you all run?
I'm
Doctor,
running.
I
come
think
with
we're gonna run.
Yeah, it's probably
Doctor,
best to run.
come with us. You will not
Do
survive
we
these
have anywhere to
scarabs on
run?
your own.
Is anything open right now?
Actually, yeah, pretty much all
Okay.
the doors are closed, but they're unlocked. You can just like
They're
muscle
openable, yeah.
them out.
Just
All
takes
right.
a bit.
Daddy, you want to break through the doors for us to make this a little faster?
I'm just going to run towards one of the doors and just shout up behind. Make sure that doctor comes with us. We can't leave loose ends. Then I'm gonna go for the first door towards the hangar bay.
All right.
I'll be
As-
at the back of the group with my guns
I'll
out,
have
just in
you
case they start getting
reported for
close.
this, and I will have you dismantled.
I will
Oh,
I
God.
will speak to your manager.
I look at Rev and I say, darling, give it a rest.
Okay, everybody
just-
run!
I'm
Throw him over your
speeding.
shoulder.
Bye-bye.
Get on with it.
As you guys are making your way now down the other hall outside of the observation, those 3 scarabs give chase, but they don't seem to be that fast of runners. Now who's in the back of the group? It was
Me.
Analon and...
Yeah.
Okay, Analon, I need you to roll me an athletics saving throw.
Shit. That one. Oh, solid. 17.
17? All right.
Yeah.
The very instant after you guys make your way through the doorway into the other hall, one of those scarabs shot out like its stinger out of its mouth, and it just barely missed Analon.
Daddy, hurry on that door.
Oh no, the door's open.
Hey,
Everybody
Oh, thank
run
God.
through the door!
We are running through as we're doing this.
All right, you guys are running through the hallway, and as you go through the hallway, you are hearing more and more of just high-pitched, unholy screeches just through the vents, through the walls, and as you finally make it out to the other end of the hallway, you finally see what Daddy accidentally did when he sent that surge through the computers. Before your eyes, the entire complex seems to now slowly being overrun by scarabs. And they are all basically just slowly taking over all of the quasars that they see. Basically, the quasars that are just standing there shooting and doing their best, like, their blasters they do have an effect, but there's just so many scarabs, and they just quickly are being sucked away of their life force. Yes, Carly.
I was gonna say Reva's gonna kind of put 2 and 2 together, and she's just gonna freeze for a minute and just watch this happening. And then she's gonna like shake her head and like bolt after the rest of the party.
Wait, when did you end up... Oh, okay, so the rest of the party was moving, but you froze for a moment?
Yeah, because
I'm not
she's gonna
gonna
put
leave the
two and
vine,
two
so.
together that Daddy was not directly, but that he accidentally did that, and it's gonna trigger something in her memory, and she's just gonna stop, and she's just gonna stare for a minute, and then she's gonna shake her head, and she's gonna catch up with the rest of the party.
Reva, I
Well,
need you
that-
to roll me an athletics saving throw.
That saves the waste of explosives.
I got it. Oh shit, I am doing good tonight. I got another dirty 20.
Nice.
All right, just after you become aware, you notice in your vision a scarab that is just galloping towards you, its maw open. It leaps into the air with like a screeching sound, but just at the very last moment, Analon just yanks you out of the way, and the thing just kind of lands on the steel floor, kind of sliding a bit. It screeches at both of you, and it just starts to scurry after you again. By the way, as you guys are running, you kind of look up, and you see, in what looks like that one clip from, like, the Battle of the Dock from the Matrix Revolutions, a literal swarm of these scarabs is just flooding out of what they've
gosh.
basically a scarab made hole in the ceiling, and they are just coming and coming.
We have to get out of here. Is there like a way
Keep
out?
moving.
I look to the scientist and say, where is the quickest escape route?
This way! He is not wasting time. You don't need to do any checks with him. He wants to get out of here too.
The scientist.
As we run, can I shoot
Run!
at the closest ones?
As you guys are doing this, and because Zakui, you're like the only true biologist botanist here. Zakui, I would like, while you guys are running, Zakui, roll me a perception check.
Roll your perception. Hold on, I got this.
As we
It's
run,
glitching
since I'm
for
in the
me.
back, can I shoot at the ones that are like getting too close?
In a moment.
Okay.
Oh, my stuff is glitching. Hold on.
Take your time.
Solid.
What did you roll? A 4?
4.
All right.
I'm not very smart.
Oh no.
I'm stupid.
You're running for your life. We don't expect you to be paying attention to every little detail.
All right. Unfortunately, because you rolled low, now I need you to do a second check. This time, I need you to do a charisma saving throw.
Oh crap.
All right, charisma.
Yes. If your intelligence roll was high enough, you would not need to do the saving throw. But because it wasn't, you gotta do it.
Why is my whole thing like glitching out so hard? I don't know why. It never does this.
Maybe it needs a refresh. I don't know.
Maybe. I rolled a nat 1.
3.
I'm gonna refresh it.
I don't want Zach to die.
I
Zakui,
don't want Zach to
I
die
won't leave
either.
him.
as the guys are running, you find yourself slowing down for a moment because that natural biologist instinct of you is like, no, I want to watch this for a bit longer. This is like amazing information. And it's as
Zach,
you
why do you have to be so stupid?
and it's as you're observing that you witness something. A scarab latches itself onto a quasar and bites his pincers down, and you just see the quasar just like slowly freeze up, his entire body turning gray except for the clothes, until he just turns into dust. At that moment, you see the scarab like start to twitch. It starts to give off some like bioluminescence. And then basically the scarab, which started like this, is like and now there's 2 of them.
Oh,
You
fun.
know
Oh,
what? I don't like this game. I'm
Since Zach's slowing
I
down as I
run
come up on him, I'm gonna
over-
keep pushing.
Yeah.
I'm pushing forward.
Yeah, Zakui, because you
He's coming
did
to the
not
back.
because you didn't roll high enough on your charisma, you are frozen in both awe and terror because you have never seen a creature that could just self-replicate like this.
I try to
I'm gonna
firefight?
spin him around and
grab?
smack him across the face.
Okay, wait. What
okay.
were you saying, Kason?
Sorry.
I was
Li-
just gonna say, can I try a firefighter grab the captain? Just like,
Why is everybody beating up on me?
Okay.
No, we're
Because
trying to
you-
save your
I'm
life.
not. I'm getting you to focus.
Okay, so Analon, you
Save
rush
my
over.
vessel.
Analon, you rush over, grab the Zakui by the shoulders, smack him across the face, and then literally right after that, Kasten then gets in front of Zakui, lifts Zakui up, Fireman carries him on his shoulder. I was half tempted to do like what they did in Airplane, where it's just a line of people with progressively more aggressive.
Get a hold of yourself, woman!
Get a hold of yourself. Okay. I guess I'm riding on the shoulder now, even though I'm like still starstruck. So
Well, you're
starstruck.
moving, that's what's
At least you now have a good view while you were running for you to be able to see this for future reference.
And
At
you
a cannon.
and as
staring
every
at Casey's butt.
and as everyone is running, you are basically witnessing how every scarab, after they consume the energy of a single quasar, they all duplicate into two of itself. And then they eat more quasars, and then they duplicate. And you realize, oh fuck. These things could literally swarm the entire planet given enough time.
How's Azrael doing, by the way?
Weird.
Azrael's keeping pace. Azrael's like in
Good.
front of the gang. She is not wasting time at all.
Bite was in the
Azrael's the
vents.
smartest
Let's hope
member
she
of
got
the
out.
Or let's ask, are these creatures small enough to fit in events?
They seem to be able to kind of like compress like these wing-like things of their bodies so that they can. But right now, there's just so much food for them to have here that they see no reason to go into the vents right now.
So we should be safe. Oh,
That being said, you guys are running and you're running, and the doctor, Dr. Wiley, is running ahead of the group and basically points up to a sign to another closed door, and you see docking bay right there.
Guys, we gotta go.
We gotta
Docking
go, we
base
gotta
right
go.
over here.
The
Okay.
door.
Dr. Wiley opens up the door, and before you is a massive open hangar. Already a bunch of ships are leaving, but of course there's gonna be a lot left over because, you know, a lot of the pilots have been eaten by the scarabs. All right. At that, as he walks far enough into the room, you just see, okay. We'll take a ship. We'll fly around for a bit, survey the situation, and then we're going to, and then suddenly, right before your eyes, a blast hole suddenly just burst through the doctor's head, and he just kind of stands.
No, the
he
scarabs have guns! Run!
Oh shit! Oh shit! They're packing heat.
Reach for the sky! Alright.
Your GP or your
Oh,
HP?
No. Sheriff Woody, I'm here to stop you. Okay, sorry.
At that moment, that Warforged scientist just is kind of like this for a moment, falls to knees, falls onto the ground, and behind him, right next to the open doors of the hangar, is Dyrax.
Motherfucker!
Just with
Hold on.
Oh!
that
Where's Bite?
that robotic arm has basically turned into an arm blaster where he shot through the guy's head, and you just hear, that guy was so annoying. Well,
Can I go up to Dyrax and go, oh, thank God you're here, sir. We need your help. We need to get out of here as
the
soon as
moment you
possible."
get close to him, he basically grabs you by the face and slams you down to the ground.
Jason! No, he's pretty!
Not anymore.
Not the face, that's the moneymaker.
Can I just aim this gun at him and say, yeah, you might not want to do that. Just aim it right at his head. Not shooting it, just aiming.
While you can't see him because he's wearing like that solid material dog muzzle over his entire snout, you get the I was born in darkness.
Yup.
Because he's wearing that muzzle, you get the sense, even with that muzzle on, you get the sense that he's smiling. And at that moment, he takes his normal arm off of Kasten's face, but he puts his foot on his chest, not hard, but just to keep him down there.
Smart choice.
And you just see, I had a feeling it was gonna be you guys. I actually ran into Bite earlier before she was somehow able to escape.
Fuck.
Well, I guess one lost outpost isn't the end of the world. And you just see him go, boop, 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 boop. And already you are hearing far-off explosions as you are feeling the entire place rock. At that moment, a pair of giant purple wings sprout out from the coat of his back, and he takes flight through the open door hangers.
Of course he does.
I'm gonna help Kasten up.
That was my job,
There's
you
that
jerk.
line from Stewie from
Blowing up the
Family
base.
Guy. Well, I'm not dead, but I have a boner, so that's...
I'm not dead, but I do have a boner.
Yes. Out of the remaining ships, are there any that I have in my systems the coding to fly? The program is now to fly.
Actually, yes. All of these are pretty... Here's the thing about Quasar shuttles. They're known for their transportation, not their security. So yeah, you can very easily just turn one on by plugging it.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys make your way into one of the shuttles, and when you walk in there, there's a lot of like seats in front of along the walls, and then like 2 seats for the pilot and the co-pilot. And here's something: below each seat is a jetpack.
Daddy, let's get out of here.
Can I, before we actually go in, can I lug the body of the Warforged with us?
Why?
Because
Parts?
I want to see if they have any memory banks that aren't stored in the head, anything that might be of use, and B, even if they don't, we can cut the head off, put a new head on, and I can have a new body, which could be a good disguise.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Oh, okay. You know what? For that kind of for that reasoning, I'll allow it. So, Daddy, before you're able to before you activate the ship, you quickly run back out, get the scientist's body, but just as you do, literally on the other side of the body where it lays on the floor, a vent bursts open, and a scarab is right there, just poking its head out. Daddy, make an athletics saving throw.
And I shoot at it.
Make an athletics saving throw with advantage.
Very well.
Hey, you guys have all the advantages this session.
I
You
know,
leave my
we're all
damn
doing it.
Warforged alone.
You said last time that we needed better plans, and we got better plans. now.
We got our shit together.
Athletics is strength. Okay.
I love these dice, but honestly, I think they're cursed.
Oh,
I'm going.
I can sage them for you.
Oh, hold
when
on,
you
hold
come
on.
and
I have
visit in
advantage.
July.
I need you to blow on him like it's Vegas.
I got you.
So
Well-
12.
That's a 12.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
A 12. All right. Daddy, just as you are able to basically start yanking away the scientist's body, the creature lunges at you and shoots at you with its stinger, and it gets you right in the shoulder.
Well, he's a warforged, so it shouldn't
It
really make
still
a difference.
somehow
It
pierces
sucks
him.
energy, rip it out.
Yeah.
Cut it
Oh,
off.
God.
good, these
And
dice
all
are perfect.
and all of a sudden, Daddy, because you rolled a 12, 12 is not a bad number in this case. So here's what happens. You feel the stinger go into, and already you're getting like proximity alerts that like something has penetrated your carapace. And then all of a sudden, you feel that some of your power core has actually been drained, and you've lost complete function of that arm. Like it's just kind of flopping in the wind now.
Get it off of him.
Can I run up and cut it off?
Make an attack roll.
Since he's trying to carry or bring forward the body. That button. 24.
24 works. Analon, you take your blade and you slice the stinger tongue of this scarab, and already it's like convulsing and just letting out this high-pitched screech as its tongue was cut in half. Daddy.
Analon, just shoot it.
Come on, just shoot it.
He already made his attack roll. He can't.
Okay,
I figured getting the tongue off was more a better
That's
idea than
fair.
trying to shoot it.
Do you want to try killing the creature, or do you want to try and get out of here before the place blows up?
Let's get out
Let's
of
get
here.
out. Let's get out.
Can I help Daddy carry the body since he only
Okay.
has one arm?
Okay, Daddy, with the help of Analon, you don't need to
I'll
make a
help
strength
too.
check. Okay. All right, enough people are helping.
Actually, if they're both helping, I'm gonna go start the ship. So immediately, as soon as they get in, I can just close the door and go.
Okay.
And just in time, because just as you close the door, that hole in the floor starts to just flood with scarabs that are now just crawling all over the
Everybody,
place.
Let's go.
The ship slowly starts to like hover up, and then it zooms out of the hangar. And already, you all are just, as you guys are flying away, you're kind of looking out the window, and even then, you can just see what looks like, it's like a blue wave, as just these scarabs just come swarming out of every kind of opening of this place. And then all of a sudden, it glows bright orange, and then you feel a massive shockwave as the entire mountaintop that this observation outpost was in is consumed in a giant explosion.
Sure hope Bite got out of there.
Brace yourselves.
I was
How
like,
fast are
you see a
again?
blue wave. No, wait,
You
sorry, that's
guys-
the ocean.
Dirac
guys-
said that
Sorry.
Bite escaped, so I'm
you
sure
guys
she's
don't
fine.
think they took her, do you?
I don't.
Well, if he
Dirac
said
said
this,
she escaped.
if they had caught her, they would have said something. They'd want to destroy the team's
Yeah,
morale.
Dyrax did say that she escaped already.
That's true. Okay. And Reva's just gonna sit down in one of the seats, and she's just gonna put her head in her hands.
At this point, can we run a diagnosis of the ship to see if there's any form of tracking capability on board the vessel?
Yep, go right ahead. Roll me an intelligence check.
I'm gonna check the Warforged bodies for specific what type of stuff it's made out of, parts, how I can remove and connect the new head.
That's a 15.
Okay, 15. Nope, there's no tracking on this.
Okay, can we head back to the area that I recognize our old ship was in, so we
Okay.
can see what's happened there?
Okay, so you make your way, piloting the ship, which is actually quite easy, thank God. You find yourself heading towards the... You find yourself heading back towards the cloudy overcast that encompasses the rainforest of Talon 4. And as you break through the cloud barrier that hovers over the forest, you see the familiar sight of your ship there. And already, a wave of calm just completely just overtakes you. Because even though this place isn't necessarily home for you guys, but after being away for so long, it just is so nice to be back to your ship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's home for some of us.
Daddy, you land your ship. You land the pirate shuttle basically right next to the Black Star in the clearing in the middle of this forest. And the door opens, and already, like, everything feels so much better. You can feel, like, the slight drizzle on your faces from the rain, and despite knowing that, you know, it shouldn't be raining like this, this is a clue to environmental danger from what Zakui was able to analyze. It still just feels so nice. As you guys slowly exit... Yes, Daddy.
Can I just take my gun, hold it out at the ready, and start to look in the ship? Because remember at the beginning, you told me I lost connection. I'm immediately sus something's up there.
Well, ever since you actually left the outpost, and especially after you saw it explode, at that moment, you felt your connection to the ship get reestablished. So basically, you were able to figure out that there must have been some kind of field around the outpost that severed any kind of connections like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
being said, all of you slowly just kind of walk out of the ship, and you're both like, "Oh, let's not do that again." There's just that pervasive attitude across all of you.
I look over at Reva and I say, "Can I spend tonight in your room?"
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And Carly, you were gonna say something?
I DM'd you, sir.
On the way out of the shuttle, I grab a jetpack.
I think everyone does. We deserve it at this point.
Get back for everybody.
Our prize.
And- Analon, I need to talk to you later at some point about adding the jetpack to the design of the Warforged bodies.
Oh yeah.
Because we
got
have
this.
enough spare.
I'm going to just go
Figure
to
it
my
out.
room.
How many seats were in the
Tired.
shuttle? Oh, sorry.
Quite a lot. It's like it was meant for like a whole pirate squadron.
Lots of jetpacks.
At that moment, as you guys are stepping out of the ship and towards your own,
Don't
you
tell me.
then realize that Reva, you just stepped in something.
Oh, no.
What did I step in?
You look down, and it looks like a little thing of green goo.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then you just kind of the green goo
Goo goo goo.
you kind of look at it and you see, you kind of follow it, and you kind of look over, and you know how like the ship itself, the door, like the ship is like this, the door kind of closes like this. You see, basically crushed between the doorway itself and the door of this pirate shuttle is a scarab corpse. You guys were so freaked out and focused on trying to get out of here that you never noticed the scarab that was trying to get into the shuttle to come after you.
I figured there would be one or two.
Yeah, it's not that surprising.
It's time to study some
I know.
biology.
To be fair, now at least we have a DNA sample so we can test how durable
That's
their
fair.
skeleton is.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure it's dead first, though.
Oh, yeah,
think
shoot
is.
it 100
It got
times.
sawed in half.
But then again,
It literally got
it cuts itself
squished.
in half all the time.
Zach's gonna poke it.
I'm gonna walk around and make sure there's no like tracks or anything of more that might have been on the ship that are not here anymore. Hopefully we didn't release a bunch of these into the planet that are now gonna kill us all.
You do your check. No, there's nothing else.
Well, hopefully.
Alright.
Well, I'm going back to my room.
Zach's gonna pull on some white gloves that he just carries with him. He's gonna take some of the parts of the scarab and he's going to be like, yep, I'm gonna go do some testing, and walks into the ship with it.
And Reva's just gonna say, come and see me in like 5 minutes. And she's gonna kiss Kasten on the cheek.
My OTP.
All right. You guys finally make your way onto the Black Star. It is so nice to be on this, and
Hello?
there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were being coy or something.
No, no.
Right?
No. I thought an ad was going to play, but no, it was just the intro of the sound here.
I thought you were gonna look at us and like, oh, what is this?
Who's that? You don't recognize
What is
that
it?
person on your ship.
Another bomb site?
By the way, now that you guys are back on the ship, if you guys want to take a long rest right now to finally recover literally everything, go right ahead. You sound like you need it.
During the long rest, I want to do that infusion.
Power, but that's fine.
I did long rest right now.
Now, that being said, though, you guys are now perfectly safe within the Black Star. You have a freshly destroyed Warforged body, as well as the freshly crushed corpse of a scarab. Who wants to do what first?
Well, Reva's gonna go back to her room and she's gonna light some incense and clean off her foot and just sit on her bed and just say like,
Carly,
"What, Brittany?
is it time?
Yeah, it's time."
Yes!
She's just gonna say, "Fuck me," and then she's gonna walk to her curtains and she's gonna push them through, and you're gonna see a little heart that was made by like what looks kind of almost like it was made with a laser that has the letters T and shit, I forgot. Oh, and V etched into them.
My heart.
And she's just gonna kind of put her hand on it. And she's just gonna say, "It's okay, we made it." And then she's just gonna very slowly put the cloth back.
Mm,
And she's just gonna sit and she's just gonna reflect.
Okay. Zach is actually gonna go to Reva's door and knock on it.
Oh, this is what you meant, Brittany. This is
This
what
is
you
what I
meant.
meant.
I thought
This
you
is
were
what
talking about the other thing.
No!
Oh shit! Okay, go.
You-
go.
I swear, you guys basically use the line of planning scenes and not planning scenes as a jump rope.
I wasn't sure what she meant because we have so many things.
I guess it's gonna be a very long 5 minutes for Kayston.
I'm sorry.
Kayston's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to
worry,
wait.
That
We've
Kayston
got a
sees the
surprise.
captain and Reva, and
Yeah,
it's
we do.
not a jealousy thing. He's just like, I'll wait.
Serious? Could you like? You could totally
Brittany.
like listen in.
Can I? Is that
Yeah.
alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go for it.
Why would you ask for their permission for something they don't know you're doing?
Well,
Cinder!
I don't want to ruin
Stop.
their thing.
What is she doing?
She's like trying. She's grooming me right now.
Oh, what a good girl.
How does that alcohol taste? I sanitized my hands.
Blam 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 blam. So then she's just gonna chill out and she's just gonna be like,
So Zach's gonna knock on Reva's door and ask if
beats.
she's. Yeah. It's gonna be the side panel.
she's just yeah.
Hey Reva, you got a minute?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about something. Can I come in?
Yeah.
Scrolling up. Hold on. Pretty sure
Brittany's
that
like, let me
you're.
look at my notes.
Go run into
Look at my
Kayston
notes!
while they're doing whatever
We
they're
talked
doing.
about this like 2 weeks ago and I kind of forgot about
He's gonna keep listening in, but he's not gonna get involved.
it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to start this.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how, but I'm gonna try
Instigate it.
my best to instigate it. So, I wanted to come to you about Dyrax, but we just
Why?
haven't had the time.
What about Dyrax? I barely know him.
He kind of seemed to know you.
Well, we talked about this back when I worked for the Velvet Comet. I would handle most of the deals with them using the girls as companions, though some of them didn't come back. And it's something that I will regret for the rest of my life. Because I was a high ranking member and I trusted people I shouldn't have. That being said, though, I never actually met him, I just heard things.
I see.
Something
Kinda.
else is is on your mind?
It's more or less that he knew you in a way due to your status, and he knows Bite, and he knew me, but I can't seem to find the connections.
Well, I mean, Bite and I have talked about it, and there was a time when we did cross paths before I met you all, and stupid shit happened that we kind of laugh about now. But I mean, that's over now. I'm trying to amend for my not so clean past, but
She's trying so
suddenly,
hard to cry.
suddenly Azriel just comes in and starts licking the captain's hand. Blim, 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 blim,
Look at her.
blim,
She's
blim,
just
blim,
like,
blim, blim.
she's trying so hard.
She's so cute. Okay,
Get off my desk!
just plop her on the ground.
No, because she'll jump back up.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, what you want?
She just wants all the pets right now.
She does. She really does. She's like, Mom, you're not giving me attention. Zach pulls out a small booklet, and engraved on it says Senator Dragion, and he's going to hand it to you, Riva, and he is going to say, I think you should know about this. Turn to page 97.
She is gonna like cringe when he gives her that. And she's gonna say, okay, I don't really understand why. And she's
You'll
gonna
find out in a
turn
moment.
she's gonna turn to the page. What does it say?
It's pretty much a like love letter to Reva from Zach's dad. And basically how like he was thrilled about all of the things that you guys did, that he forced Reva
None
to do.
of them sexual. She just kind of escorted him on a couple of dates every now and then.
And he
He's like,
enjoyed it. He had
"What
like
the
all
hell
dirty
is
thoughts
this?"
and stuff. Well, turns out you knew my dad. What
I
else are
did.
you keeping from me?
He liked me a lot.
Case in the background is just going.
He's like choking.
Kasten, I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, roll a stealth check so see if we hear it.
That's fair. That's fair. 13.
That's good
What are
enough.
your passive
Captain
Yeah.
Reva, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Sweet.
She's gonna say,
We hear the rustling of the beads.
you know why this room was here when you got the ship?
I'm feeling you're gonna explain it to me.
Well, I'm not ready to talk about the entire thing. But I knew who you were before we actually met. And this ship actually belonged to my old crew. And my room was still here when your father bought the ship. And I'm pretty sure he left it like this, hoping I would come back.
Zach's gonna take a moment and then ball up one of his fists and punch it onto Reva's table because as badly as he wants to hurt her, he won't do it. And he's gritting his teeth.
I want you to know, in my eyes, it was just business. It was how I was raised. The feelings weren't mutual.
Business or not, you knew.
I knew, but I didn't want to hurt you.
But you lied to me. You said you didn't know anything. You lied to me, Reva.
I did. But you lie to a lot of people about your pain.
That's not for everybody to know about.
My personal life before I joined here wasn't for everyone to know about.
But I'm your captain.
Does that mean I have to tell you my life story?
You can at least tell me if you know things.
I know
Important things.
I know a lot of things I don't wish I knew.
Do you see me as him?
No. I see you as somebody that is hurt, has been hurt by him, like lots of people were. Why do you think I was his favorite? Because I was the only one he couldn't push around.
Zach's gonna, take a moment. And he's gonna look at her. So do you think I'm easy to push around?
No. In fact, I respect you highly for not being raised as someone like him.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't. I could easily just go over next to you and just snap your neck like he's forced me to do all the time.
Then do it. He won't.
You don't know.
You won't because you're a good person, Zach.
I'm not a good person.
I think you are. I think you're a very good person. You know why I think that? Why else would you have been the captain for this long? Because you have the most morals out of any of us.
Morals that are based off of killing others, Reva.
Yeah, Keyston, as far as I'm well aware, was a merc before this. I don't know anything about Avalon. All I know too much about Daddy, but we're not going to even get into that right now.
You know about Daddy? What else are you keeping from me?
I know about Daddy because I read his file.
Oh, you just read his file, correct?
He was on the ship before here.
No, there's something more going on.
He was the database of the ship when I worked on it.
So he's the one that murdered everybody? The reason why the ship was on the news?
I'm gonna need you to leave. Because I'm not ready for this.
And I'm gonna need you to give me answers, Reva. We both want things that we can't have, can we?
I want a lot of people back in my life that left. I want a lot of people back who died. I don't know the entire story, okay? Why do you think I left? And then hilariously was brought back here.
You need to stop keeping secrets from me.
All right,
That's
I will.
Order. And with that, with a flourish on Captain Lee.
I didn't think you were just gonna drop that bomb. Wasn't prepared.
And with that, I think that is actually a perfect place to end our session right there. If there are any other roleplay scenes like that, they can be taken up next session, because next session seems like it's going to be a break session.
It's going to be juicy.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a doozy.
Does the captain believe he knows everything about everyone?
I
There's
know,
so
right?
many
Yeah,
secrets on
I
every
mean,
person that he
come
does
on,
not
we
know.
called that fully.
He is very smooth talking, and so and he also listens in, so he just has theories at this point about everybody. He didn't know anything about Reva. He didn't know anything about Bite until Bite told him. Kayston, he doesn't know anything about. He's got a few theories of what Kayston's line of work was before he joined. He has no clue on Daddy, but Daddy knows him because freaking Zach talks to himself. And then
Yeah, I
he
can hear
has
everything.
he has quite a bit of information on Analon, seeing since they're kind of best friends.
I'm not friends with anyone, by the way.
Hold on,
You
You
hold on
know,
one
you
I
minute.
know
think
that
Dougie
I'm an
was my
assassin and a
friend.
thief.
But you and the captain kind of liked each other. Wasn't that what was
we
going on?
we have like a mutual respect for one another.
Okay.
Yeah, but you still don't know everything about Analon.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I know quite a bit.
And with that, we will bring our session to a close today. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this. It's good to be back. I'm gonna go
Feels
collapse
good.
now.
Have
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
night.
collapse in
Brittany,
emotional
I
damage.
asked you to go with it, and you just bumped that up to 11.
Went hard with it.
You
All
told
right.
me. You told me.
I told
right.
you, T. You're right.
All right, guys, I'm shutting down here. Say goodbye to our viewers. Thanks for watching.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
one. Thanks for
Have a
being
good
here.
night.